She thinks she opened it a few times.
So you say Python's the way to go?
Well, programming, I'd probably say Python or Perl. Python forces more structure, which is easier for beginners. Perl, I know other people's Perl code can totally warp your mind, even if you aren't an expert. Because there's so many ways to do something, and tricks. And no one knows all the tricks. Like read someone else's code, they know some tricks you don't know. You're reading through it, what the hell is this doing?
You can't do a line step through it to see what's going on.
Now the guy that's come up here a few times, he lives down in Waco. Hank, he's a programmer.
This kid, we lost him.
No, Hank's older. Like you.
Give it up, okay? How old are you? Okay. How old are you? I'll be 58 in October. But I look better than you. I got more hair than you. We'll go there.
All right. You got a cat behind it. But you're older than me. It's the number of years I've been at the company I'm in. Which is where it felt like an eternity. I don't know how people make it to retirement. I'm ready to retire now.
It's the paradigm. I mean, my dad never left his job, but he worked for 3 companies and retired. Pension, everything else. That's going to happen everywhere. They haven't found it yet.
I was the last one to get it. They shut it down shortly before I got there.
And you're with
I'm really hoping that they decide they want to get rid of it so bad that they make us some kind of buyout plan where they're going to do some extra contribution to our 401k or something.
Yeah, but then you can't see until you're 59 and a half.
But if they buy it out, I can take it if I leave. A lot of people treat the pension plan as kind of like the golden handcuffs. Once you've been there for so long, you're kind of like in it for the long haul. They know they got you.
Because if you leave voluntary or you're fired, you don't take it with you?
If I leave, I still get a pension, but it no longer builds. So it's like less than Social Security at this point. I'll be another.
I've never worked at a place that
I don't know where to put it at since we don't have a real meeting. You know, people at least know that we got stuff going on.
Point over here.
Point it.
It worked before.
I had to stop it and start it again because evidently you have to enable the various features you want to use beforehand, like Q&A.
Maybe we ought to start
Somebody
polling our users, polling our membership for 2 different kinds of questions. 1, what kind of presentations they'd like to see, and 2, what kind of expertise do we have in the group, and then match them up.
Isn't that what we've kind of been saying for the past year? But we needed a project.
Asked the second question.
Well, no, we had, but we needed a project leader to handle that, coordinate that. So someone like I could do virtualization, I could do some home security or whatever, stuff like that. But we have a pool of people that we know can cover these kind of topics, and then the project manager, project coordinator, whoever handles that role, knows this list of people. And if someone steps up to do a presentation, cool. If not, he has an ad hoc that he can go to that they can do off-the-cuff presentations.
It'd be nice to not only have that list done, but have presentations enough of backlogs that we can get filled.
Yeah.
Or substitutions. Oh yeah, Corey had to step out of town this weekend.
Yeah.
Who's our
backup? Who's secondary? Yeah. So I've been trying to nominate him to be the project coordinator because he seems to be fairly well better organized.
10, 15 years ago, my perception of what
I don't know, maybe people are organized in different places though. Because some people, it's like their cars and commercial houses are full fast. And most of my office at work, there's nothing in there because I just go there and sit and work. So it looks like I'm totally immaculate at work. But I go home, I've got piles of stuff. You know, all the stuff, everything gets done in my office.
I could try to clean that up. Making a little dent in it, but it's hard to throw stuff out.
One of the new guys is actually saying, "Oh, I really like this projects and do. I'm going to learn off you." I'm sitting here I didn't think I was that good. I guess it's all relative, right?
It tears a hole in your shirt. So after a while, you have to put an iron on backwards. But I like it because then you don't.
Maybe just a home and use it.
Oh, they fall out of the pocket.
No, attach that.
Oh, attach that to the pocket. Oh, I follow.
So if it tears a hole in the pocket, you don't care.
A year or two, you know.
I like them. I think it calls
You know, pocket protector jokes.
Oh, yeah. I still got some pocket protectors.
I can get you some with your name on it if you'd like. I still have a couple factories that make those.
I was getting to those three, so I retired. I thought they were great because you pull it out, you balance it out, you don't have to put all your stuff in the system the next day.
Well, I don't know why you carry 15 pens in a slide roll.
I had a pencil, eraser, and pens, and notes and stuff.
You know what blows me is I know retired people are so in the habit of carrying all this crap. They still carry all this crap and they have no reason for it. They got piles of paper, kids. What do you need all that stuff? Well, you never know you need a pen. How many times do I need a pen? And I'm paying a check. They give you a pen.
Trust me, they're taking your money. They'll give you a pen.
But they don't
And
sell
if
it
it
on
doesn't
Amazon.
work, tell them, bring you another one.
Use search engine. It's I think it's a dog. It's the logo, but it's a private. For that reason, or what's your
Do we have a definitive list in this organization?
Members? No.
And for that reason,
Members? No, I don't think so.
The best you have is those who signed up online. There's nothing that says you are basically really you want to be a member.
What's your presentation on tour? I like
It's very loosely.
the tour doesn't have
If you were to give a presentation, what would you say your expertise is?
security.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Well, I think you back up a second. What do you do?
What's that?
Just take a
What's interesting?
Well, if I see something interesting, I'll read about it, maybe download it.
Okay, so this is not a vocation for you.
Okay.
This is not a vocation. You don't do this for a living.
Same job.
Well, yeah, I did.
Version 17, so obviously it's been around.
Okay, what did you do when you were in
Servicing.
Is it relatively
so you know Sysman?
unaware 10 years ago?
Command line.
You're on command line.
You might want to take your question and say, not only what do you do, what do you take your
I'm not there yet.
Well, I was going to say, because I don't need as a full-time job, I do it on the side at my job. Most of the stuff I know.
Okay, have you read the expiration date on this thing?
We had to spare our.
They're still sweet.
September 13?
A lot of stuff
We're good.
You just got to screw with me, don't you?
Well, they're like 5 years old.
You weren't obviously listening when Ralph showed threw those out.
Ralph's gonna be down. That should tell you something.
No, he don't. He don't. Why don't you hold it up, say, you're going to have old...
You know, that wasn't originally chocolate.
You just keep.
They taste the same.
Yeah, they're too sweet.
They remind me of those donuts
Younger
that have the
programmers,
coconut around them,
were exposed
but with chocolate poured on top. Which is pretty much what they are, I guess.
The chocolate preserves the donut material inside, right?
Now you realize, of course, because they're expired, we couldn't give them to the incarcerated inmates of our population. So they give them to the people.
Let's forget about them. Let's talk about the homeless people.
I can't give it to them. Yeah, they couldn't give it to the. You're not done, are you?
Once I started to traumatize first, there goes the second one.
You're too rich for my blood.
You'll be yakking on the way home. You're done?
Yeah, I'd say Apple's even.
The
The downloads weren't the problem. We had 3 breaks with the flash drive.
Closed system.
That's why I think on mine, I use a USB.
I would very fast.
They say.
Well, I'm actually almost like
Use the Nick card like
when there was no automatic transmission with cars, everyone was shifted to automatic transmission, and then you had a choice, and of course, still today you have the choice.
Yeah, they say the backplane bus on
The
the
average consumer probably thinks an automatic transmission. Ease of use, like yes.
So if you want something for speed, I'm sure you'd spend more than $40 on it.
I was looking at
So I agree with you because I grew up.
Now, on our first Saturday meeting,
And then Windows came along. Okay, Windows.
Linux users group,
But I kind of like driving.
they had a guy who designs and builds those.
But I also understand.
Not those,
but microprocessor boards.
Yeah. System on a board, system on a chip boards.
Yeah, I think
And
it's
there's a Richardson.
He's pretty interested in why it exists.
say
He gave us a lot of insight on it. I wasn't going to slam those ones, but he said, hey, a backplane, they say you'll get whatever the rated speed, you'll never get that. You will never saturate that board. That speed. Backplane. Parts they will not do it. Yeah, it can go that, which is sort of fast, it's not really fast, but you will never get the saturation on that.
Their server farm
Being expensive, it's not built cheap, it's just built to be expensive.
The back office of lots of.
even though the price points come down on some stuff,
Yeah.
especially because of the demand
Well,
later.
as
Still
far as
not
front office,
they haven't
as far as
upgraded that.
walking
They gave us the different upgrade.
a dentist's office, and the receptionist is making an appointment.
Isn't that around the new
Quality on Windows machine.
Stable cost.
Gets to that
Didn't they
point
just
where
come out with it?
So I thought they had a new version.
where the average.
I forgot what the difference is for the B.
It has onboard Wi-Fi, I think. I think they added Wi-Fi. Oh, okay, I thought they.
Inventory, essentially desktop. An average guest and an average office.
Power supply for the linear. And it draws less power.
That's right, it was more efficient with power, remember that?
And I think they added some more pins.
Yeah, they went to 40 pins as opposed to like 26 or 24, whatever.
That's also the newer Raspbian image included. The older one. So you either update your image in an old one and then put it in the new one, or download the new one and put it in the new one. You just can't put the old one in the new one.
So can you put the new image on the old board?
I was concerned that Windows had such a lot. Exceptionally popular.
And when Microsoft's fighting to get the phone out, probably never will get it, but it'll be Apple and then.
Well, they also went to the micro
Probably.
USB connector to, I guess, charge. That's a nice one. I want to get one.
A lot of distribution.
On sale yet.
My two are sitting on the shelf.
Ease of use, ease of install, ease of whatever.
My,
It's one thing that.
every time I want to set something up and start playing with it,
Drive the car.
3-year-old,
Architecture, which is fantastic.
she would get tangled
It's
up in
another
the cords
thing
and the
for the
wires,
average
just office sitting on the couch and have, I don't know, something going on in the background while she's running around and, or it doesn't take long.
Troubleshooting.
We call her Tornado.
Tim's fitting.
No, she just leaves everything. It looks like a tornado.
No, I remember I got a 15-month-old and a 4-year-old. I know.
You're not the average clerk.
It's obvious now.
Yeah. As long as you're not a daycare worker.
Yeah, daycare worker.
Which one already?
Can you wrap them in that place, stick them in the wall?
Let's go. Grab them in a Velcro suit.
Indoor trampoline, put them in Velcro seat, Velcro the walls. It won't be long before you start myself.
More or less.
Just a couple hours and get down. That's the sound of the room too.
Added sound.
We see the kids like, I don't want to plan a trampoline. That's fun. This is cool.
I'm probably not getting much thought. You said
You can't, it's hard to find. I went to Prize, you cannot find the power cable, all that stuff is cheap cables, and check that. Prize selection is not found.
I noticed that. Their website.
Where they have
Smartphone.
one side of the house is just like USB stuff. Now they have a section where there's one program.
how big is this wire?
They went from 24 to 22 inches. The best one I could find was 20. They only made it for the
And when on the package does it say no data, just charge, or you have to know that?
Well, that's the portion of the power cables.
You're right.
That was that I ordered on Amazon, so I would take all that.
I want Linux reference information or.
Tell you what, let me write myself a note and I'll see if I can.
How many Bible will have here?
Amazon's probably what's killing a lot of places. That they even Prize or so that's one of the Prize. I was like, this used to be an electronics only or just electronics something store. Now they got aisles of cologne and perfume. How's that electronics? This is like the old drugstore.
Oh, their website, they changed their website too.
They have all their everything.
Before my time.
Go do a search on their website.
Unless you were way out the movies.
We had we had Deep Haven Drug. They were Rexall, or they were somebody back before you paid attention to whose drugs they were affiliated with. They had soda fountain.
Even though.
They had all the stuff on the first floor, and then downstairs, which nobody ever really went to. Downstairs was full of even low price toys, games, and stuff last minute.
When I used to go to a strip mall.
Oh, okay. So they're going downstairs.
There's a movie theater downstairs.
Drugstore?
Strip mall.
Oh,
I would go to the cheap movie theater, so it's not a little bit run down.
Hey, is this organization
Who's the service?
Did you pay for the ads online?
Just type the name of the app.
I don't know. I thought it was snacks were done through the room in there.
Can you type a couple commands that you can use?
You put $1 in the thing, if I remember right, or you do something with Bitcoin, like a RFID, or not RFID, a QR or something.
What are you talking about?
Snacks.
No, I think Tom says.
There's some cookies if you want them.
Just don't ask when they were manufactured.
They're rich. I had one. They're rich. You can
And actually,
take them.
and unless your doctor recommends it, I don't recommend taking more than one.
I think it's an honor. So I don't know. I have no idea. No, take the cookies over there. You hear the last group?
Pause at the end of the screen or that's just.
Howdy.
Hello, hello.
Commands as opposed to.
North Texas Reg.
North Texas Renewable Energy Group.
I had to come. Bye.
Oh,
Have to
okay.
be back.
There you go.
Yay.
And more is a better version of this.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, you remember my son that you come over here?
That's not more than
Oh, not here.
Back up.
But at night.
No, the only time I remember Sunday was I didn't be in there, it's just there.
You're looking for that group?
It's okay.
NTLUG? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll try and narrow it down.
The one that used to like going to amateur radio, now says he doesn't like that stuff. Yeah. Full-fledged.
Sure. Welcome to the world.
Space Mountain.
You're making the presentation. New guy?
Is there
On here.
the dog?
Right, yes, John.
Like a
Chuck,
Chuck,
how do you get you? You're from out of town? Yes. I could
Is
Texas accent.
I can tell.
All the way from Nacogdoches.
there a similar, like,
I was here last time, but
Yeah.
I got confused between the dates. I came last Saturday.
No one here last Saturday.
Yes.
It's the only time
And unfortunately, we didn't have a presentation scheduled today.
Pull it up.
So bring in the subject.
Good idea. Two topics about road is,
and so
I have a flash drive, but it's, shall I say, not compliant. Look, breakfast, but I can't read it.
Okay.
And the thing is, business documents, things under warranty, it's in the back. I don't know if they can open it up.
Why use it?
How big is the flash drive?
Chances are they just replaced the flash drive with a reputable company.
Corsair.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They'll just replace it. Yeah, you probably lose everything on it. What did it? Didn't have a swipe or anything?
No, this way. This is the thing is, this is the same brand that I've watched. It's been 10, 20 years. 10 years or so, it's in the deal. The rest of it's like lyrics.
It's a thriller. What do you plug in?
Every group or whatever. What's that thing?
How's it for?
Other than the
just pick more extra, right?
Is there any?
I guess, well, the next question was, files put on it, files for upload and transfer?
I can't read anything.
That transition.
Can you see it?
Coincide
See it,
with
but
who do direct round, so calling that, going from that, migrating
So actually,
to that,
we'll triple this.
development of double dash probably happened somewhere in the late
So that
80s,
means
early
the chips
90s.
inside, the memory chips inside are still.
And it pretty much true across all the
Yeah. Your expertise, flash memory drive is using in what version of Linux is now? Got 32 formatted, it's 16 gig, and you can't conceive it's got this big how would you,
So it's not as unique. Well, the last time, how important is the word? Well, business documents, you know, I can recreate them again extensively. Extensive work, but I can recreate them again.
oh, this is Nacogdoches, you can know about it.
Yes, yes.
I guess they're
What?
Yeah.
Flash drives can fail, but it's not like you just manage into it and you can get something.
That's what
back, it's usually gone.
That's what I tried. I've been trying for the last month or so.
That makes sense.
It's expensive, but 16 gigabyte data on there, business data on there. I have to go back and figure out which version is which of the history of everything.
Maybe using expression governing bodies, that's not the right word.
But so the
There's
question
some
is,
type of group
it's a Corsair, right?
has a Linux
It's a brand.
or has a
Just
some
went
kind of
off the edge, you know, one day.
Is it proprietary?
It's somehow
Still business.
Well, you know, some of those, I guess she's talking to the customer. If they consider it,
that's
right, we're not, to me, it's more generic.
Came up with it, it's probably gone.
Exactly right. Yeah, this is what happens, you know. But,
I lost so much documentation companies, paper, electronic. A lot of the paper stuff was stored, like our office, they just had to retire and store it.
Chumping.
They might be checking it. The problem is, say 5 years later.
In that sense, there's a
That's exactly right, yeah.
if somebody wants to develop a industry,
It has
you
to
have
be
to get
exactly right.
Well, that's the benefit of Microsoft, isn't it? Every few years it changes the format. So you get to have the create it.
Oh, we didn't solve that problem. What's the next one?
Or send us something else. The split, no 2, no 3.
He's picking at me how old I am.
Well, that's fine.
Well, you were going to, I can see that churning.
It's called experience.
It is. I just felt like a mortgage. Here.
I guess both of them are big. But so here's the question: if I send it back to the manufacturer, of course, I'm sure they'll give me a new one, right? The question is, what is the chance of them opening up the drive and reading the documents off?
I doubt they'd care.
Yeah, I doubt they care, but it's one of something you don't want to have, you should send it into them for replacement.
Well, that's the thing. You see, it's not my documents; it's the customer's documents. You know, so.
Now, are you responsible? Does the customer think that these documents are safe with you?
I haven't discussed that with them yet. I mean, they give it to me, right? They give it to me, but I can't pass them on to somebody else.
I understand that, but do they still have a copy of them and say, hey, your flash drive died?
That's the question. It's not discussed with them. You probably have a copy because they sent many copies, right?
Did you have them anywhere else? Did you save them anywhere else?
So let's, I was going to encrypt them on the flash drive before it just failed, you know?
Oh, encrypted a flash drive?
No, I was looking about you. No, but I was about to do that. Sitting there for so long, so now I have to sort of push it back. Technology more progresses some more bullshit occurs.
Yeah, it's the same problem we have on it because the new one comes up with something. It gives the lessons in the past.
That's right.
And then they have to relearn it again. Like, oh, the hard way is very tricky in our way. It looks like this new talent that security. Then they realize, oh, that was a bad idea. Start adding security.
Yeah.
And they go through the same learning curve that we've done over and over and over again with all these products.
No, they make the guys like that know they're doing because they're getting paid too much, and they can hire these young
There you go.
for a buck out of college and have no clue, and then
No real world experience, right?
That's the key experience, because if you learn to get, they're bringing in 22, 23, 24, 25, you don't get.
There's no magic way to just have a programmer go there.
I know that,
Out of college.
but they don't want to pay. But they don't want to pay to have the experience program. Experience anything.
Frankly, the programmer
The what? Experience?
no, the Indian programmers.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, they barely speak the language, so they're not even understanding you when you tell them what you want.
They're very amenable to answering yes, no matter what you say. So you can just go yes, and then you go, where's the go yes? That's the one word we have. Yeah.
Is it possible?
That's what I do. When you guys ask me questions, yeah.
Is that
Was that?
as intuitive?
Want to do a presentation now?
Or is there some special thing?
I said new guy gets presentation. Okay, what was this deal? We figured out the segment?
I'm suffering from CRS.
I sometimes just can't remember some of the stuff some of the time, so.
Well, you put two characters that between CRSS and some of the stuff, some of the time.
I think it's gonna be a horrible movie.
Huh?
I think it's gonna be a horrible movie.
Oh my goodness, I wanted to go see it with some friends. My wife's like, I don't know if we should see it. I'm 13. And I'm like, I don't know if we should see it either.
You know, you get
Does anyone know the Wi-Fi password?
Berkeley and all that. Berkeley 4.2.
DMS member,
DMS dash dash.
and then that's the password, yeah.
Okay, so.
That was my that's the end of the day. I know
No problem.
the kernels of it on your background. Everybody's a shame.
Doing that and saying,
There you go.
create a super icon on.
So tell you what about this? Have you heard about this thing called the bad USB?
For example, if I.
Bad USB.
Bad USB, I haven't heard about.
That's a very broad term, I mean.
Bad USB. Bad.
Yeah. Well, here's the situation. It seems as though all our current USB flash drives, and not just flash drives, all USB devices so far have a controller chip that you can actually reflash the controller Reflash the controller is quite easy to do, which means you can implant, shall we say, malicious control software. So
Show them that picture.
Only data cable.
Yeah, but plugging any USB, a verified USB device into your machine, it should affect your machine correctly. It includes all machines, no matter
That's
what
not
version
bad.
OS you got on
You
it.
can take some that you use on a
Are we all happy now?
basis.
I'm gonna go back to DOS.
I'm gonna tell you, I hear you. This is the thing. It's like USB's got a lot of flexibility in it. The controller chip itself is full of firmware on it, right? It's reflashable. There's no protection on it.
Spreadsheet.
The problem is going back to DOS. They're on 3.5-inch floppies and just say process.
I still have a floppy drive I take back.
Recognize that type of a file being a spreadsheet.
Oh, yeah, on the back edge. Yeah. That's right.
Throw a couple of drives around the parking lot.
If you had a daily report or something you use all the time.
Or in a better, even
Other networks.
or even better, if you wear it that night, go to the watering hole where they can drop the dressing room or the bathroom. And the guys pick them up, say, oh, people probably stuff in the nest, pick it up and ready to go, and say, pictures on it. Photographs, how do you raise a good point?
You really want to get good, though. You have to
Full
go
path to the
before they go
application,
to like
and
a coffee
space,
shop
and then
before they
path
go
to
to
the
No,
so the machine they hit first is their work machine. They don't
Yeah,
get a
fine
phone.
because-
well, that's just not, as long as you get one machine,
Already
because
in the operating system.
for sure, is information transfer across all of them.
Well, that's what FishMe does.
Yeah.
FishMe is a security company that does targeted emails and sort of like penetration tests. And that's one of the tests that they do is they will drop flash drives in the vicinity
Yeah.
of the company they've been hired to target
Yeah.
and see what happens.
Have you heard about the one that sent the secretary, the CEO, a brand new camera? She won on the lottery. Some free tests she won on. She has a big flash camera. Sent to her office. In the original box. It's all happiness there afterwards. Because as a secretary, right, she's going to plug it into her local machine. So that's the thing. All affected. You get something untoward, put on the hammer.
Yeah, there's so many ways to do it.
Everybody's at work, they get these pictures, USB picture frames at work.
No, yeah,
And then it turns out we couldn't use them at work because they manufactured.
that's right. That's the thing.
So like, yeah, I can see all the right stuff on there, as long as it never crosses.
I bought a refurbished compact flash drive there. Tried, you know, like 10 years ago. And it was in the packet, it was one of those to bring back with the original. So it's a good price to take that, you know. So I can put in my compact flash drive. It was turned out to be an infected the bloody thing. That took me a few weeks before I figured out it was
Those controllers are latchable.
yeah.
They're really cheap USB drives. So the problem, I don't know about now, but
Several different ones
you can tell that
within a
different
ones, one for each.
That's right. Oh, is that right? Yeah.
So I could tell you a 32 gig flash drive.
Say
64.
Is that right? Yeah. That's called the what I call the post shift.
But does every
Chinese
digital
factories.
publisher
It takes stuff to reject and reflash it. And the original packet, the original manufactured package. But one of one of them, he's a big photographer. So he bought this, I would think it was 16 gig compact flash drive 4 years ago. It has 32 megabytes on it. Because how come I can't store more stuff? That's the way it's made.
Can I just turn it
Compact flash has the controller for that big.
But would like to. Yeah, this goes down as well. Because they take the rejects of production line, the whole shift, repackaged in those different size. They're sold through Amazon. There's good prices.
It's going to be a big problem probably by you. They've already said that, especially the same as the NPL and stuff, is go after the counter.
You can't, even if you buy reputable brands, you can still verify. What's that phrase? Trust but verify. Yeah, all the time.
So if it's in the controller, how can you
how can you check to see that it's got something on it?
You don't, yes, there's a utility in Linux, you can actually write flash into it.
And then read it back and make sure it's the same.
Okay, but how do you know if it's got a virus flash in the flash?
So that's the thing. You can't even see it. So when you do a DIR, most people on the DIR, right away, what I usually do is first thing I change flash drive on my machine, I boot through like a CD, live CD, and when I can plug it out from there.
Right. And then I guess, is there a way you to flash?
There's a utility for
that you can flash the
More
USB?
Yeah, that's the whole reason why I developed. There's a flash utility to write the firmware on the device. That's how it's done. You know, usually it's under manufacturing. It was pretty good. Oversight, teams will know it's their manufacturers know to better security and firmware on the flash drive.
And generally speaking, if you say Fedora, you're probably okay, but at some point in the future,
And what is the
there may have been
utility on that?
significant enough of a
It's
change
in Linux.
or utility application not working.
The full under flash, my USB and search for the flash.
At some point,
That was
splinter
all
enough to where not everything would, not every.
Slackware here.
You're talking about
Somebody does.
every.
They may not be here today.
Yeah, it's not much. That's just like find out the machine.
It doesn't have much packaging.
Yeah.
Cars,
Yeah, I know that's the same.
Only the difference in Slackware is it's supposed to be lightweight and not a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of CLI involved with the old school, everything with stuff. Yeah.
Control line.
Yeah.
You want
Love that to get it ready. I'm rolling these tools. I found a thing called Vector initially. Vector's based on Slackware. But Vector's called everything. So I kind of chat out. It's quite nice.
So you say that if you run a distro from CD,
Live CD, yeah.
you can check your.
That's my first type of check. Anything dubious on that?
All the drivers will be in this directory and all the drivers will be here.
What is the one that, there's a couple.
Part of Logic's the other one I use.
Yeah, and they have some other utilities.
Yeah, they have,
You can check some.
yeah. Thing is, the part of Magic that is paying for, just for, I've been using it for the brain program.
Which version of that?
This or whatever.
Part of Magic's around on Skate?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of.
I use Knoppix as well. The part of Magic is like one's like so small, 300 megabytes. Gives you everything in the world. But I remember this thing. I always keep a fresh copy, but this is the cable on. That's why it's called red.
Problem solver red.
Well, it just gives you what you want to use for everything. It's just what you want to use for. I always load up to the RAM. Load up to the RAM. If I do it, it's a RAM one.
What's that?
Part of Magic is through. These are called lessons.
And they stick with you though.
What's that?
Okay, they're built your brain.
Because of
They're built in your brain.
dual core processors, or was that have nothing to do with hardware? It's just they decided to thread it.
So do you live here?
Yeah. I used to live here before.
Quad core, so now they get a bunch of horses.
There, should we call it fixed to something? I mean, it's like nice. Like permanently hyped up.
The likelihood of it.
Where is this?
California. And then I'm talking about the
California else is like that.
well, I'll tell you what, these guys are working about 24 days. We're coming. Coffee and Red Bull by the oh, no, these guys don't win.
But I think the other reason was I used to
Utility program that would make that easier for the average person to edit.
The average age is like 25. No,
not my own.
You're right, but I would make a name for it.
oh, right. Well, tell you.
Was that with,
You got different kind of company.
yeah, we're not a young, we don't hire a lot of young people.
Yeah, I don't care what it looks like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Same thing Please, sorry.
So Slacker limits your density if it's down.
There's a couple guys are, but I don't think they're clear.
I'm just trying, it's just one more thing. It's like, you know, I use David as my default, right? But Slacker, I just want to try it out.
Yeah, I haven't really known very many Slackware guys. I know one guy at my previous job who ran for he loves Slackware. Slackware is just, I guess it's a very love it or hate it kind of thing.
You have to know what you're doing.
They're not a bleeding edge. So if you want big
It's not one of them once you get everything's all nice and gooey. Even installing it requires command line and deep techie knowledge.
I actually have a Slackware server for the house. I don't need to mess with it.
It doesn't do anything to help you at all.
That's it. That's the good stuff. Everything is like, just like help stuff online. It says that. Check it. Just like, here's how you do it. Check that.
That's a lot of doing.
Yeah.
They have a handbook that gets you everything you want done.
Okay, which will cause the terminal window to
It's not
open
good
when
for
it
the Slacker as
runs.
well, but
Because otherwise it would run that
I'm not a big reader online. My English class.
Okay, so in that case, anything that's a terminal.
I thought Gen 2 was no longer available.
Anything that
Go
was,
around.
for example, to launch
Go around.
your office.
Oh, it's Mandrake.
Obviously that.
Mandrake.
Yeah,
Mandrake's gone.
I know what I know. For example,
They're called Mandrake
your office
now.
is built in advance, I know it's easier because I see
Yeah, Mandrake.
I've actually used it over the routers. Just play around.
Not only you, but a lot of other people.
Mandrake.
Well, I think that part of it was name issues. The ran into issues with their copyright on their name.
No, but
It was conflicting with someone else or
they
something.
decided to only support their product for patches for 18 months.
Yeah.
I know I go.
And I had boxes right out for remote sites that, you know, working easy to get to,
Yeah.
5 years or more. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I gotta have patches.
It's not telling you, people involved, not really inexperienced, they work all nice, they also put system in place. That had to run for 20 years.
It's not your pet project box that you just go, oh yeah, let's just rebuild it.
Yeah, exactly right.
So I can find
So I
by using the DLS command.
Especially considering my hosting box. It was in a site in Dallas. I don't want to drive down and have to coordinate with the owner to come in and let me in.
So
And if I do any major work to the box, I can't do it there because he wants.
What's the benefit of Gen 2 over others? I've never used it. Okay,
Well, the one thing I like, there's several things about Gen 2 I like. One, you get to compile all the packages, set how you want
So in that case, I don't have to worry about it.
chipset.
Whereas if I download the solitaire app, that I have to go look for.
But the other thing is it's a rolling distribution. There is no release date. It's whatever you build out or up to the most current as of that day.
So what about then the alpha and beta? Do they?
What they do is they mark things stable or unstable.
Yeah.
You just have to run stable.
Let me ask you this.
You never get and then most builders will mark stable and unstable. Try to some engines are like things like that in order to get functionality, you have some
So it's good pocket alignment.
Going back in time.
I bet like
go back
LTS.
far enough, you've got Fedora, Red Hat, or
so don't think it's something you want to roll out.
at some point, forgive me if I mispronounce it, Ubuntu.
You don't want to manage them.
So Ubuntu probably came along a little later.
Actually, yeah, probably.
If you have like your desktop and maybe a server here.
Whether it's the
Sure, customize them all for
budget
that.
or
Yeah, it should be this.
the budget with KDE, what is that? How would you say?
It's reliable. And then there's the three or four variations like that to figure out why it's broke.
I think hopefully all
Somewhere
our
in
schedule.
there is the
What about,
DIA. Is that, am I saying that correctly? Okay.
So I don't think
Which was first, Ubuntu or
people to run novices
Okay, so Debian's first.
or very
If they want to know how legs work,
Today
they'll
there's still
look
this
at
pure
Debian.
Debian.
That's what I did.
Another
Then there's Ubuntu, which
get to the
is
lecture,
pure Debian.
installing it,
Ubuntu,
you need a
which
lot.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I heard with the software as well. You learn to
It does work.
Somewhere.
Is it really?
But you gotta compile it.
Oh, really?
Ubuntu, I think.
Not necessarily. You can do it most of the time.
But it used to be,
So they
you
get
literally downloaded the source
grandfather
and
and
compiled
Ubuntu the father, and now it's.
the first
Reinstall is all, you could get the binary drops, and then you could rebuild the world yourself. And then
Let's assume
add
that's
back
correct
to
for the moment.
Nowadays, it's just stage 3.
Conversation, let's assume
And
that's
you
true.
just install the stuff you put on top of it.
My question then
They
becomes,
changed it.
obviously,
That
what you
changed
just said
it for a
about
while.
like if I download that.
Dish Slacker, that was the first
Now,
time I stuck it.
as I am,
It's all itself, it's not
I reviewed. When I did a reinstall recently, I rebuilt the stage 3 after I got it going. Because I wanted to build to this.
I don't know if Mint is often for them. I think it's often, but I may be totally wrong, but if nothing else,
I
it comes
had
out
to
Debian.
rebuild, because I had hardware boxes.
So,
And the old one was a 32-bit
would it be
box.
safe to say that if I downloaded something designed for Debian?
You can't
and
roll
downloaded
it forward
it,
from 32-bit.
install
But you can't correctly world file, which is all those package
right directions
installs.
so that it will work more easily.
You say emergency world, and you go, oh, all these
As opposed to if I download something.
I'll install them.
Yeah.
And then you just
From going to the environment now, because although it's all Debian-based,
about to drop it, we can get it up and running, just like those versions over there. It actually turned out to be easier than I thought. I was like,
and even if I download something from Debian, would it go back, but it depends on who the author was?
copy all this stuff, and be like, the health service I running that. Okay.
Various files.
Big file, type
What
it
is
up.
it? Word versus
Yeah. All right, next we're doing it. We're downloaded it, did this, and it all working.
Would that be, okay, if we were talking about Fedora or Red Hat, would that be? Yes, there is no offshoot, well, Fedora and Red Hat are offshoots, so if you're using Fedora and download something that's.
All right, so-
Android, do you guys go on your systems?
Fedora.
Well, I was trying to figure out what was running on my wife's tablet, it's an Android. And
Short of some enterprise thing that's just so huge or so.
And I tried to fix it, and it started crashing faster, so I think it's a heat problem. It seemed like it was having problems, so. I tried clearing it.
That's probably just.
Couldn't actually hard reset. Still go to a hard reset.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I cleared all the settings. I like it. He takes all this apps you downloaded. It was working just a little bit better.
The only thing
So just turn the Wi-Fi on and crash it.
So here's the question. I just read recently that the Android 4.44 KitKat
6 months from now, or 3 months from now, or something.
will have its usually directly to the micro SD card.
Yep.
Hold on.
It's changed a lot of how I have to do things, and like I've got an external SD card in here. I pretty much don't use it anymore because none of the apps can write to it, and like I had my text messages would automatically be backed up to it. All this different stuff would back up to that card. Then I could just move that card to another phone or whatever, and it got to where it couldn't do it anymore. So then finally just have it now sync with my Synology. And that's my backup now, is I go ahead and use the onboard SD storage, and then have that going into my Synology, and then I use the SD card that's in here for just like videos and shit I don't care about.
That's exactly right. That's what I read about. Is that the ShareCat version allows applications to store with the cat. Once you remove the application, all the data goes with it. But the only way to get data on the SD card is by doing it on your computer and putting it back into your device, which defeats the purpose of an SD card.
Yeah. And unless you wanted to go in and root it, which I didn't want to do.
I don't want to do it either.
I was just gonna say, if I go out and buy a brand new scanner, the driver issue, same idea.
Why are they not allowing access to your SD card?
It's to say security.
Security is what they're claiming.
But I think it's the cloud. We want to use the cloud. So the thing is, I get the update to this machine, right? This is only 4.2. But once I read about the prohibiting your SD card use, the thing is, once you have having stored in your main memory, this thing that goes over, falls over, everything's lost. Unless you back up.
See, like my wife's phone, I got it's an Nexus 5. It doesn't have a micro SD slot. And a lot of the newer phones, I think, don't have micro SD slots.
Yeah. Really happy with it.
Yeah.
It has gone wrong.
Pretty good. How about you?
Right.
So we've been waiting for you.
Howdy, fellow Linux.
Do we have a presentation?
Well, kind of. I have a contest I want to do.
Okay.
And we have a prize at the end of it.
Okay.
So,
So if you're going to be the main talker, you want to...
what's that?
Puts it out there, says, hey guys.
No personal information, actually, just random numbers.
I know that, but I mean, they don't read
O'Reilly has given us a brief.
They don't bother to say.
That I could give basically a coupon package to some member of and what I want to do is have a little contest to see who can write a short.
That's what I can say is.
Or tell me how you would do this, but anyway, basically a short random number generator and something that we can use to do contests. So, I think there's a variety of ways to do it.
Why the hell do you have those?
Why do you have to have that? That's the classic way we've done it in the past.
Because I brought stuff to do for door prizes. I was trying to... Like, send out emails and we have door prizes and stuff, because that seems to bring out people. So we don't need them, I'll take them back, get my money back.
Nothing brings people like free stuff.
Well, maybe, who knows, maybe we'll end up using that. Do you think the idea sound interesting enough?
No, I actually had an idea of that'd be a great, like, website or like, I've actually looked for apps on my phone and stuff, like virtual raffle ticket system or something, and nobody's doing it.
I didn't want. I didn't bring it with me because I didn't want to use something I've already done before. But I did one actually for Texas PyCon 3 or 4 years ago. But so I know several things you can do for this. But I also think that probably just like a little bash script for somebody to write that would actually not understand. And we can assign numbers. So I mean, the simplest thing is we can do something like just go around, but be creative. Think outside the box. Simplest way is just use start item. We just go around the table and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you come up with a way to create a random number between 1 and 8. That's one or two lines.
So yeah, Bash does that automatically. It has a random function.
Yeah.
Was that pseudo-random or is it real random?
Random enough, or
That depends on who you ask.
Well, the thing is, you can tell anything that's programmatic algorithm-wise, it's pseudo-random. It may have a broad range, but still need some random noise source.
There are ways of doing that. There are small devices you can buy that do it. The video processor has
Send me the invite.
For the Hangout?
I see there's an IO.
Do you have my email address?
Yeah.
Tell me, does that look like plastic surgery or what? I never feel.
Do you want the actual Google link, or do you want the
I'm on
YouTube
Google
link?
I'm trying to set up Google Hangouts on this thing.
Okay.
I figured it's fast enough. We got 28, 29 up, 22 down.
Okay, I'll send you the. And for the record, we did have one person who I posted said, "Well, I can't attend, but I'd be interested in doing the Google Hangout."
Is that how?
So I have the Google Plus group, And he replies, I accidentally created it as an event, or I created it as an event instead of just posting it. I didn't realize it force people to say yes or no. I'm like, oh crap, I didn't mean to do that.
I didn't say maybe.
Or, well, yeah, yes, no, maybe. I didn't mean for it to actually make them interact with it. So I just emailed it to you.
And without
Your
promotions one or just promotions?
Promotions one.
Do just promotions.
Okay.
You know, another thing we can do, I was thinking about doing, we're probably going to do it anyway. We could do kind of a swap meet or whatever. I've got some old stuff I don't want to work. I'll bring it here and let people dig through.
Do you need to have 3 keys in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't put 3 and it goes off to Fritz in Germany and he doesn't do anything with it. Sorry, Fritz.
Yeah, that's what we had talked about last month. Having create like trade at NTLUG.org to do like trading and stuff.
Ask for them.
Yeah, sent to your promotions app.
Share device, call status, and move. No, I don't want to share this.
I don't know about the mood, but I can understand why you need to call it to share your call status. So that it doesn't, if you're in the middle of a hangout and you get a call coming, what do you want to do?
I don't know how to get out of this.
Okay, virtual, where's that? I get you. It's fairly similar to that idea, but it gives you, well, it also gives you more.
Send message or start a call.
Transparency, because it's not like
That's the whole purpose of it. No, wait, have you ever tried
What's that?
Bellark Advisor? Your phone, check on the boundaries. Bellark Security Advisor.
Oh, I got the video.
Spell it for me?
Use
BLARC.
Google, what's it called? Google Hangouts?
Yeah. So we actually are broadcasting on YouTube, but nobody's watching.
So that's probably why.
Send it to Fritz in Germany, he may watch.
Fritz in Germany may watch, yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to.
It might be a while before he figures out that he doesn't need to be watching.
I don't have an
I just emailed it directly to your email address.
No, I probably need to spend some time setting this shit up.
Well, he needs some help. My son knows everything about smartphones. He thinks he knows. Promotions at softtech.com.
I
got that.
The more you know about what you know, you don't know what you don't know. Here, that's the other thing here, right?
Alright, let me see.
You scan your system, they tell you when they've done vulnerabilities in the street.
He's getting so frustrated. I won't listen to him. I'm listening to you. I'm analyzing what I do now. It doesn't mean.
That's it.
What's the address? Am I typing it up here?
Oh, come on to Google Play Store. Play Store.
Hold on.
I'm going to show you this.
That's kind of
The
scary.
little arrow, this thing here.
Yeah, I gotta find it here.
Is this a new phone you have?
I just don't use it.
Yeah,
It's a phone. I'm from the old world of AT&T. A phone's a phone. I don't spend
You like
money.
the flip phone, don't you?
At the beginning, it was a better phone. I've got a bunch of customers that have that
How would you
Apple
like
stuff.
to be laying down and take a picture of wild flowers and
What do you
see
do
that in
yourself?
Shutter?
Yeah. What's your technology?
I don't care. Just looking right at it.
BELARC.
Okay, we gotta search for it.
These tiny screens are.
So you went to.
Well, we got advisor, we got security.
That's the one.
Okay.
So the one's on. That'll just run. I can check the machine, see if they've got a local. And if you run that one, the most current version of
I'm not sure which version is still in here.
Find out here, but as far as you know, those are Sept. Okay, so
Those were probably.
See, I think there are some boxes now.
Hopefully it'll be big enough.
Okay, I got a notebook. Okay, it said scan.
283 software packages. Wow. You have a lot of stuff on there, haven't you? You don't use.
Oh, you can't get rid of it. This got so much crap
Really?
there on it. Yeah.
You can't get rid of the ads.
Some of them, if they come installed from the factory, you can't get rid of them.
That's a bunch of.
That's why I went with the Nexus 5 and ordered directly from Google for my wife. So there is no manufacturer specific or
Yeah,
vendor
that's the thing.
specific. It's
This is not. This is like the old PC version, right? You buy a PC from a retail store and you get crap on the top of it, and it makes you go like this, chug.
Yeah.
Now the only problem. This isn't. I just read actually about a month ago that of all the same phone for the 4 big carriers, guess which phone lasts the longest in terms of battery life? T-Mobile. Yeah, maybe a crap service. I'll tell you the reason why. The analyzer says the least amount of bloatware on the system. The Verizon, they load a lot of stuff on it. So it's AT&T and.
To subsidize the cost of the phone, yeah, advertising, yeah. Say a good example. I've got this. My wife loaded Angry Birds on it, and I want to get rid of it, remove it, and send it to the trash.
I don't know.
You can't take it away.
Look at this. Yahoo.
Go away.
Buying AOL again. I'm like, great. Companies are going down.
I got all this
just buy each other, go downhill.
That's
a good thing. I think the worst email address to have nowadays, if you want to take it seriously, it's AOL address. Right now, the only people I know have AOL
The thing is,
addresses.
it's got a mind of its own. It won't. You can't create a folder on here. You have
friend of mine who's my age. Yeah, friend of mine who's my age is
That's why I don't.
he swears by AOL.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Curious what happens when
You are part like Gmail. I don't use Gmail.
Me either.
I don't use, and I'd like to really get rid of it, but it won't go away.
Well, I don't know how I've done this thing before. Like, you know what you do?
Linux, I can have it.
You actually,
we have a reasonable chance of making
make your own. So there's two program, C program, right? So what you do is you push it, pull the gap, put it over the gap.
Ah, you took it down
It's a
here.
folder. No, there's two in it. You see that? There's two in
I'm
it.
going to take this. What?
That's how you create a folder on it. See there? Unnamed folder. So you hold one part across the other, create a folder. Try that, see.
Okay.
And so that's why
The only reason hold them together.
Let's see what we got. Play movies.
You're in front of a house or at direct live? Okay.
There's gonna be a switch.
Same idea. Walking through a house. That's what size.
By the way,
Okay, so let's say I want to get rid of these voice things. I don't use them for recordings. I just.
Hold them there.
Bob was talking about.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's
There you go. Oh, you're looking at John.
I guess it's ours now.
Yeah, he's actually gone this weekend.
What I've heard is the only way you can do it, so require the chat for 2 seconds of it. Okay.
Does the Wi-Fi code for here change every time, or same?
Same time. Same one.
Same name.
Is that fantastic security?
Yeah.
How did change
Who maintains the website for this organization?
I don't know.
All right. Because I get confused about the date and time. Where's the code into?
What kind of switch is this? I want to plug it in.
It's a Lexus EF3124.
What version of firmware is it?
I don't know that. It's kind of managed switch, so it's really hard to tell what version it is.
So control
Not really working.
This might be somebody else's experience.
that work for you?
Well, it didn't give me a mail, it didn't give me a card. It just put it in a separate,
Yes, no, drag the other one into a separate, take the other one you want, and drag it in the same folder.
Samsung phone doesn't work anymore.
Drag it into the same folder, right?
That port over there is actually plugged
There's
in.
two in one folder. There you go.
I had gigabit, so we had a spare.
Drag it into the language of the system.
What do you do?
I created a folder and get rid of all the crap that I can't. That's just taking up space.
That's exactly right. It's just a nuisance. It's in your face all the time.
Yeah, I don't want to use Google Wallet
Hell no.
or Sprint Hotspot. I figured out that's what Sprint Zone is.
It's more, yeah. That's the thing.
Have you checked out Ting yet? TING?
What's that?
The phone provider that I use.
I'm sorry, what?
TING.
Haven't used
The
it.
phone provider I use.
It works fine, but let me
My phone bill went from $140.
No, I'm still on this, but I was going to ask you what,
It's a Sprint.
like
I was able
it.
to take my Sprint phone to it.
I did call Sprint, and they said, well, even though your phone's paid for after 2 years, they will keep the payment the same. And I'm going, after my 2-year commitment's done,
Yeah.
I'm going to go, what was the name of that?
TING.
Yeah, that's the new, MNVO carrier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I tell you what, when you pay a 2-year contract, after 2 years, the full is yours, the price should drop.
Yeah, that's what I tried to tell them. They said, no.
That's what I'm with T-Mobile as well. I came back from Europe and AT&T wanted me to have a
If you do sign up, let me know beforehand. I'll send you a referral link.
my old BB.
And we'll both get $25 credits.
Well, the other reason.
And how much is it a month? 47 or something? 49?
No, well, it's $6 a month per phone,
Like half a year.
and then you pay for your use.
All right, yeah.
Okay, so it's by the SIP, huh?
So it's, yeah,
That's exactly right.
$6 per phone, and then you share bandwidth, you share minutes, you share
Choose a Wi-Fi calling.
et cetera, and then it scales. So like the scale 100, 300, 500, 1,000. So on average, my bill's $45, $50. So it went from $140 to
Absolutely
that.
fantastic.
I'm paying 99.
My son argued it endlessly.
So what you do is you analyze your bill for the last month in Sprint, take your actual usage, your minutes, your data, and your text, and they've got a calculator that you can enter on their website, and it'll tell you what your bill would have been each month if you had been spent. So I had all of them in Sprint. What I found is I was using less than 500 megabytes a month, maybe 300, 400 texts a month, and maybe like 500
last 3 weeks, yeah.
of voice.
Do they have roaming?
So what happens with the roaming is they have contracts with other carriers. This is how I interpret it. They have contracts with other carriers. So if you get out of a Sprint coverage
Yeah,
zone,
that's only for the.
it puts you on another tower.
Exactly
You
right.
lose your data.
See, in Europe,
You
people
lose your
do that.
text.
Because I've got unlimited on all this stuff. But the only thing I pay for, if it goes above a certain usage, is if I call landline. So if I call a customer or client at their desk phone, the ticker starts running.
Right.
But if I call them on a cell phone, it's included.
Gotcha. And you use that as your business phone? Yeah, that may not be the best route to take it, because the idea of your team is you actually reducing your usage, reducing your cost. If you use that as your business, then you're probably calling customers frequently, and you're going to have a lot of minutes that you use.
Was it 20 gigabytes or 100 bucks?
I can take a look at it. Go to their
TING.com.
TING.com.
Last year, it was a half gig.
Yeah,
Well, take a look.
that's right. That's all I use. And I'm paying $10 a month for an actual call. I can call anywhere to work $10 unlimited. I know there's a coverage issue, but Ryan, all my districts, service is good. Is it
Well,
really?
even simple, it can be a vote of November. So What matters is whatever attracts the whatever attracts the attention of folks at the membership.
So per phone, price goes down as you
Students, and I guess really, you can probably find, if you find an app, if you know of an app that does the kind of thing we're talking about, and it's open source, yes, you can download it.
I can't call it. Well, yeah.
right down to $93.
Yeah, basically give us a way to choose.
And we'll give
price
each
For, I mean, 2 dozen.
I use Wi-Fi most of the time.
Yeah, or more. I mean,
I noticed that when I use LTE, 4G LTE, it's way faster than
we
Wi-Fi.
may have 30 or 40.
One gig, people's only last until the end of the month. Last one was 300 megabytes on it, but previous one was at 900.
Are you just beginning?
Yeah, I meant the basic language. Oh, I knew basic, I know. Well, I think quick and easy, you know.
What does basic have to do with quick and easy?
Well,
This is a backup.
Bash
The
or
data plan.
simple like that.
Bike around.
Quick and easy. I mean, I would actually think
Wi-Fi, just use it, you know. That's it.
So, you need a laptop too? Are you interested? There is a company, I mean, there's one owned by the makerspace there that you can use.
What's the meaning of DOIP?
If you want to try to write a replica.
Why should do the voice?
They don't want you to be stuck because you didn't have a laptop.
Oh, right.
It's an IPv6 compliance, right? Must be the reason why it wouldn't be.
Oh, you know, this checkbox is a good example. Here's some apps. I grab this,
Yeah.
throw it up here. It's already there. Back. And I'll go away.
Oh, so that's locked to the screen. So only some things will go to the photo.
And this is the crapware on here that I can't get rid of.
Yeah.
Usually, if it's a dumb switch, it's not a problem. That's when you start getting.
I went the alternative route.
That's why I said I couldn't think of any
I went the Dark Forces.
reason.
You did, huh?
Yeah, see, oh, this
Hey,
one.
look at it. It's locked to the screen. I can't get rid of it.
Well, all things in this one are removable. I went the Dark Forces, but it's fully customizable. There's
You have to get set up on the layout.
Yeah, no, that's. I think they'll come back because of that.
Yeah. Because the thing is, all this, you see, this is full of a page to a broad spectrum of users. Both the easily impressed and the people who, just need a phone.
Yeah, I would pick that up just so not to have all the crapware on it.
This is full of customizable connection on these applications, the Android applications as well. Price like $200.
And you're not, but you have to run off their network, right?
No, it's unlocked. Originally network.
Oh.
What brand is yours?
Well, this is the Antichrist of phones. It's called the Blackfish.
Oh.
He doesn't like it. Oh, I see. The one I used to have. I have this one here.
This phone, I have to get rid of this one.
I'll tell you what. I love them phones.
You have to get rid of that phone?
Yeah, our work's making an upgrade.
To an Apple.
And they don't know. I say upgrade like. They don't know the security problems with
Is
that.
that right?
It doesn't matter. The upper management wanted them a few years ago. They told us to look at them for the security stuff. Told us security problems. They didn't like our answer. That it was, well, make it work anyway. Make it work anyway usually winds up being compromised. Well, then once the management had it, their management, their underlings won over, their nose underlings won over. They say the whole company has it.
Yeah.
The BlackBerry's out. Obviously, BlackBerry didn't do their job.
Well, the marketing is terrible, but I'll tell you what, the new one's coming out now, it's Passport. It's a big screen that size. And it's got a tiny little keyboard at the bottom. It is going to be, it's worldwide except for the US.
And the big scare of them hacking the Apple cloud doesn't matter.
That hasn't appealed to the radar yet.
Change what's already out there. The whole company's got dice on now, except for the small group of us that have been hanging over the BlackBerry. This phone's like 4 or 5 years old. I could have upgraded twice.
Just to have it, so if I make a change, right in that.
Obviously, they don't have a corporate BlackBerry rep calling on high security companies. There we go, Sprum. You guys hear that?
Well, The thing about this thing is that the BlackBerry BIS server for enterprises that controls Apple and Android now. It can do all the phones plus Windows phones.
They're getting rid of it.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's going to be a problem because we figured out. Then there's the thing called Good Technologies, a competitor product, right? It shows IBM did a competitor product, but they also back to the BlackBerry server or the control management system. It's called BIS server, right, for enterprise. Or BES. You don't need you don't need the enterprise server for these phones because these are BlackBerry 10s. They use a QNX operating system, which is not the BlackBerry OS. Yeah, well,
I don't, so that's okay. He's talking to me.
It's a real-time OS.
Actually, I'm impressed with it.
It's almost like, say, Linux or Unix. It's not exactly.
It seemed kind of puzzled out.
It does say it's what they call it real-time, so you can guarantee things will be done at only perfect. Unfortunately, it's not free. You know, you have to buy a developer's license.
Yeah.
I probably don't have the settings set on it.
Or is also switching their iTouch screen on their website.
Yeah,
You have Facebook on
Microsoft
Table on there?
The QNX.
On here now.
Plus the health services as well.
I need to.
All
I'm
the
trying to go to get you the link.
Will help BlackBerry.
Well, the thing is, here's the situation. Even though it's BlackBerry running the back end system, controlling the car system, and entertainment systems, you can still host anything else on top of it because it's such a low, lightweight kernel, microkernel.
I always wanted to play with it, but unfortunately, you can't really get a copy of it.
Actually, you can get one if you're not going to use it.
Okay, what app do I need to open up on here? What app do I don't have a
commercial use.
Google account that I remember.
The QNX website, and you can download it, SDK.
Just,
You can't sell products.
but I can log in to FB if you want.
Yeah,
I was gonna send it
the
to your
original
Facebook.
QNX before it was on my BlackBerry. But I can go forward this somewhere. The archives as well. BlackBerry. But I tell you, if I can get a copy of it, I'll send it to you.
Does it look for just what has changed, or does it just say, give me everything?
But I like
I'm hoping when they do before it does the switch from the Microsoft to Windows CE to QNX, they make that upgradable on the older ones.
Yes, that's right.
It'll come from the factory with it, or you're stuck with the other one.
Yeah. They want you to buy a car.
Sadly, the car manufacturers don't get how this works. The electronics upgrade far faster than anybody will ever buy a car.
That's the problem.
And so they really need to get it so the car just ties into your phone and let your phone be what drives some of this stuff. Not the simple things like display and radio station.
Yeah, no, the core, key pieces, that's right. This is
Have the key pieces run off your phone. Other apps.
Yeah.
Because the phones are now far faster.
Let me log in here.
That's it. But plus the other thing as well, this thing called the Internet of Things. Who wants a fridge or smart TV is going to be updated every
After having one, I don't want another phone.
correct. That's what we call a learning experience, isn't it?
Every time they need upgrades,
Yeah.
at least for a while, I had a problem with
Yeah.
so you had to log into Netflix.
Yeah.
He just logged into Netflix.
Oh, no.
It looks like something.
And it was sometimes do this several times a week.
Yeah. They're fixing the bugs, they're going to say it's in the same.
I saw that somewhere.
And the TV does funky things, like sometimes you can't get into Netflix. You can turn off the TV, turn it to reboot it, or turn it back on, then go in. Then it doesn't update. Then you have to redo your credentials. Then you go into Netflix. And the review box I had on there before that never gave me a problem. Update it, reboot. Credentials would be forgotten.
What problem were you having? What box were you having problem with?
The smart TV, Samsung smart TV.
Oh.
And I'm like, you know what? Some things just aren't meant to be integrated.
Yeah.
It makes sense, but I'd rather use a Roku. And my son's going, "What? You should have Chromecast."
Yeah.
Chromecast requires me to have another notepad, daily bobber, and only works for some things. If I use a Roku, It all works. It even has my flex hands. Give it a flex hands. Give it a top hand. And I just have a flex similar.
Okay, so now what do I do with this?
He's the referee.
No,
Did you get the link?
I agree completely.
Okay,
So
click on the link.
The glasses have it.
the car manufacturers, commercial, what called home appliance.
Do I want to use complete access, internet, or Google Plus?
Between the, what they call the smoke detector and everything else, the switches, all we're doing Wi-Fi. The average person
Always?
the internet.
Yeah.
And the whole house becomes, should we say,
Their default app,
disaster. Well, I wouldn't leave it too much with them. I wouldn't much with them.
It just keeps going and going and going.
Malicious
Get it
people.
set up.
Malicious
I'll use my real name or okay.
What's that thing?
What's this? I have no idea. This is a display.
What do you got?
My real one.
Oh, it's a display only or is it TV?
TV, but payroll, it can actually do digital signals better.
Okay.
Another friend of mine,
Another approach, they apply it. Okay. One of them is computer. I just want to be solid.
Actually is.
So if I destroy it out of my area, I got screen back.
Oh, I see, so it's text only?
Find or write good programs?
Yeah, well, so we can do, it's just good, the resolution doesn't.
Okay, now what do I do?
Yeah, I understand.
Uh,
Tell you what, it's still fine.
It is more fuzzy.
Yeah, but you know,
And I looked for a digital screen.
Yeah.
They are not cheap. Because analog.
Yeah. Yeah. So, this one, this is the HDMI. So I can play from my screen here onto the high def TV. See that?
And I got three.
That's your HDMI?
Yeah.
Oh, it can't, oh,
But it's digital. Handle this stuff.
oh, it's there's no HDMI, it's digital. What is digital, that's right. Yeah, well, maybe that's the blessing in disguise.
It's starting it.
The digital building was all full of flags, did you? Piracy.
What's that?
I tell you, this is the pie, right? Just by their designers. Does it make these little pieces here?
Actually, you're getting the audio of all of us talking. You're
So
not
if you
talking
bought
to
the
the
board fully uploaded already?
So that's a delay.
The board is as it.
See how long you stood up and how long it takes you to do it.
Well, I thought you could actually buy the components separately.
No. Let's go to power, keyboard, mouse, network, SD cards. And of course,
Pretty impressive.
Didn't bring it up for me.
Exactly right, yeah.
Case was off.
If
you want to run headless, you don't need a keyboard.
Have you ever seen these, or had these things called the, what do they call the,
It's like 2 inches behind almost.
mobile units? Fully contained computer size.
Yeah, I don't know that I like this approach better.
Really?
Because I want people at home to be able to interact with us, not just simply just watching us.
Obvious.
And
So
it's
the question is, do
not
they run
letting you interact.
the
It's
actual
not
six
showing you
structure
videos.
side?
It doesn't even show
Hey,
you.
you're just turning down my volume now.
No, the actual,
Yeah, it's quite a bit behind.
pretty impressive.
They're probably actually running this Sept.
Right, yeah, keep it compatible. Yeah.
Just right.
And
Europe,
You gotta understand nowadays, there's really several.
okay, we're looking at this.
Yeah.
Businesses that you think you're programming to, and then it gets re.
When I flash the 2 sign, that's when we're going to start to keep track of it.
Oh,
Hasn't
so
happened yet.
it's posting.
So you really don't know what's going on.
Is he still standing or is he sit down?
Right. Well, that's not a bad idea because, you know, migrating from a new chipset, structure set to another one. There's a lot of problems like DEC Alpha, DEC backs, you know, DEC Alpha. That's what caused a lot of software problems. Couldn't migrate them. Big problem.
There we go.
That's part of the
What are we talking, 2-minute delay?
That's it.
Okay, so now what happens if I hit the up or down?
I guess you like or dislike, I don't know.
Does it show up where, okay, I'll hit the thumbs up, you get a notification, let's see. You ready?
Until
Yeah, I'm
then,
watching.
at this point in time, we're so far devotion with, right?
Just hit a thumbs up.
As you said, it comes out.
Oh, wait, I just did the 2 sign. So it's 2 minutes
Really
behind.
correct. You bypass the translation there.
I don't think you bypass it. You know, you're not running until 16.
All right, so I see. So you step down to the.
Yeah, I'm not liking this approach.
I don't have any seats.
Some of the distros now are dropping junky with support.
Really? My goodness.
Since I was Red Hat did it, since us follow, we copy everything Red Hat does.
There's a showcase window.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of the showcase is this, like I can post links to websites and stuff. So I'm wondering.
But it will not go away.
Yeah. Oh, I just put it. Oh, wait, I wonder. So I just closed that. I had that open for a while. I'm wondering if in 2 minutes it'll go away. Or not.
Why am I running 32 minutes?
Well, my machine still works.
Okay, because if I turn it sideways,
You know what?
Your options are going to start getting narrow.
Oh, yeah. I use Debian for the most.
That's what I
This is all 32-minute laptops. It's like,
That's what I need to do. I don't need to.
Shoot from the hip here on this stuff.
You know,
what's that?
right?
Shoot from the hip on this stuff.
That's okay, we find out now.
switching out my lab machine and working from the desktop.
I gotta figure out, okay, so I got a Google Plus account.
To another old desktop system.
I didn't know if it was /4.
Nightmare.
Now, it didn't ask me
Yeah.
for a
I
password.
agree with you.
You got a Google profile associated with that phone.
One core.
I don't know what account it is, but you have a Google profile associated with an account. And when you went on Google Plus, it automatically linked it to it.
So I probably set that up when I got the phone. I have no idea what it is.
You can go into your settings on your profile. That'll show you.
But see, here's the problem. I'm dealing with this customer abroad, right? And they've got a nationwide distribution service, right?
Okay, I just filled up my phone.
Just what?
Just tell up my phone to you.
The name's Susie. Susie, 10 years ago. I used to be real. They can do everything real time. They even track sales in real time. Back to headquarters. You see what the margins are, and they can shift the prices that fast nationwide. Because of all the open source products they have. The end systems are things like DOS. Sales systems. Can you believe that?
Hard to hack DOS.
I tell you what.
You don't have. I'll give you $2.
Oh, the box that size.
The thing is, script kiddies don't do DOS.
Driving over
So, and run a box that size. So you have a little screen. Actually, the thing that's stuff in the back of it. That runs DOS. The keyboard. They can throw it. There's no hard drive in it. It's all silicon. So, my brother, he says he wants to put some other bigger boxes in some stores. But
So we don't think we need to what that store's doing with that hacks.
Target, Home Depot.
One of them got hacked. What was happening was some people were out in the parking lot and actually were able to pick up the wireless terminals.
That was Best Buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all their checkout stations are wireless.
Yeah, Wi-Fi.
Well, the people on the parking lot are going, oh, they're set.
That's all right.
Let's rewrite that price.
Send somebody in,
You imagine rewriting the price Firefly? Hey, you go in and go buy that 50-inch TV, and I'll make sure instead of being $3,000, it's $300.
special for this art.
Markdown.
Yeah.
How do they know which terminal you're in?
Because it goes into the back end server. All the terminals are served from the back end
So I
server.
just hacked into the backend server and then, so you're on the phone, says, yeah, I'm here to check out, I'll be home in a minute, honey, da-da-da-da-da, here's where I'm at, station.
Just tell your system the mark medium that are found is 3,300.
Yeah, that's it.
When was that done?
Whereas light Firebox
I don't know if that's
traditional
prices. I know they were grabbing credit cards.
Yeah. So once you're
I think they're more substantive price.
Well, they catch that eventually.
yeah, but you don't do
Yeah, if I paid cash, I'm gone. What are you going to do about it?
you don't do it full time. You do it when you want to go in. So you only for 10
Where was
minutes.
this at?
Best Buy, that's just one location, there's multiple locations. Once hackers figure out it's wireless, they got multiple Best Buys. And here's the thing is, we go to parking lot, sit out there with a wired sniffer, and you're just picking up credit cards.
So, anybody just started working on the raffle program?
I don't know that.
Okay, so I'll list your record, and we'll vote on that too.
I gotta say,
I want to get people. Well, you didn't hear me talk about that about 20 minutes ago?
I didn't really stand and make it like a presentation. This is what we're going to do. You just kind of.
Oh, Corey asked me when we did the program, I said, we have a competition. So,
Showcase still has not gone away.
Yeah, no, I don't like this setup. And it still shows 0 viewers, even though you're all obviously viewing.
It is an easy button.
Now,
you don't want to pay them. So basically, we're going to have, we have a free O'Reilly ebook. Where they'll give away to the person that comes up to ask for application. Already do have a right here or for research and so far I've got 2 solutions. We'll vote on that. Like that.
It's just heating up my phone. If I wasn't plugged in, it'd probably be sucking the battery.
Probably, yeah.
The ebook's going to go to the person who gets it off.
Just say it's not how
I think I turned it off and checked.
I don't want to spend any more time letting people.
Yeah, the showcase window is not going away. I just clicked on the web link and it's not going away either.
That keeps me from going full-size horizontal on this landscape.
Do you see a window with like 4 boxes or 9 boxes? Like a little.
Which is a good deal.
So right now we have 2 competitors for it.
But beyond that, as far as office programs,
So are either of y'all working on a program? Are you going to?
No.
Okay. Yeah, well, in that case, we have 2.
Well, then late.
We have 2 solutions.
I need
coffee too. Breakfast place, coffee counters, and if I'm going to have all of coffee, at least I'm not going to have canned coffee. What's coffee? What's good? Well, most places to go to, but for breakfast, I'm not a connoisseur. See, I won't have anything coffee's good or bad. Yeah.
It's either burnt or not, or it's either burnt okay or really, really weak.
It's all bad. I don't like coffee.
If you don't touch coffee in the morning, you get a little batch that you think we're still getting your crust out last night. They reheat the last
Let me know when you're ready. So. What outputs do you have on this? What outputs do you have on this?
I think it's because I'm all soap out. Yeah, well, I complain one time.
No, I think that TV does have VGA, but you probably need a VGA cable.
Guys, I'm wrong with coffee. I don't think it's the
Do you remember the whole thumbs up thing?
What?
Remember the whole thumbs up thing?
I usually ask for length.
So there's on the screen here, I'm seeing little dots.
The green. Yeah, I hit it a bunch of times for you.
Yeah, well, no, yeah.
And I also hit the red one once.
Okay, yeah, so there's dots along this
You have
video
bag of
feed
parts
here.
with you? What kind of parts do you need? You need
And
a
there's
cable?
places where I see it kind
What's
of
that?
vote for your favorite moments.
VGA.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, I
like
had
this
parts
approach. I
for
like
that.
just the hangout approach better.
There you go. HDMI? HDMI? Micro HDMI on this side. Yeah. It's covered here.
Is that output or
The TV will have
input?
HDMI input too.
So just go from HDMI for here to the big screen TV, play the movie on it. It's pretty impressive.
That's nice. I remember having to watch a TV series on my iPod Nano.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
an HDMI cable.
Now, the nice thing is, what?
An HDMI cable will be useful after all.
Okay.
I know it. You're gonna have to.
If you want to, I'm going to go get a cup of coffee. You want to play?
No, I'm good. I'm not liking this approach.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Sure.
Yeah. So I just got the
Okay,
cable.
so how do I turn this off?
Close the browser tab.
I was surprised you plug it in. It detects it right away.
Okay.
It shows a,
So I left.
The Nano.
Okay.
They never showed you as being in there in the first place. That's what I'm saying. I don't like this.
Okay.
that's it.
Now you said I can go to my account and figure out what my settings are.
Yeah, it's under
Well, that's the thing. I've seen somebody, well, it's aircraft, they have a little glass thing that goes over it, expands the screen.
counts.
Over
Just a minute.
the
Settings.
classic channel, was the classic channel, right?
Sync,
Oh,
multi.
classic.
It was the Nano.
Where do I find my settings?
That's like,
Sometimes not exactly.
The reason I did that was because a friend of mine sent me a TV series
So we don't,
on the computer, and I had
Hold this down.
on our trip to see my mom right there for the holidays.
Settings.
And so I ripped it all, the MP4,
Right.
put it on the Nano, so I can watch it. I'm upstairs.
Put your TV out there.
right, yeah. I tell you,
Google.
it's pretty impressive. The only thing is, well, notice when you run a
Yes,
video
you
this
log in
way,
as promotions.com.
Right.
definitely.
And that's your Google account that you're linked in.
Okay, so how do I find out what password and everything else is?
Brings the battery. So I go in for about 20 hours battery life to about 12 hours.
They won't show you the password.
The power and HDMI.
You
I
have to
don't
know
know
the password.
that time.
What?
You have
I
to
just
know
don't
the
have
password.
to charge. You know,
How do you check that email list?
I don't.
because my
Oh,
phone's
that
trying
I do it on my desk.
I don't have it.
That's the
It's my
password.
cable. Just plug it in.
At my desk?
Same
Don't run away.
password.
I was astonished. You know,
You use your desk, the same password.
sound
is there.
quality, the whole thing come through.
I
I
don't know
guess
if I
it's just
set it up
decoding
that
it.
way.
And that's just a decoder. So,
Well, if you change your password at your
Tell you,
desk
if I
and
get
your
that
phone
video
won't
next-
connect, it'll ask you.
It'll prompt you to change your password.
Okay.
do you ever use BBM?
I do not use this to read it because I get so much
I use it all the
junk
time.
email. I fill this up so fast.
Yeah.
Where I've got
because
Well, this doesn't, it doesn't download the email to your phone.
Okay.
Well, BBM
No, I
works
don't
on
read
Apple,
email.
iPhone, and Android. Most of my friends are overseas, they use Apple or some use Blackberries. They all BBM, and I can use this on voice. So I can call them directly anywhere in the world, you know, BBM code, right? I don't need no actual download codes. It's fully answered. So you can download BBM directly on your Apple phone.
I tried to get a whole bunch of people hooked up with BBM
Yeah.
years ago,
It's a hard job.
and I got their pins,
Yeah.
exchanged them, and set it up, and then no one.
Well, that's the thing. Just remember,
Because we already have a corporate messenger.
that's, oh,
And
this,
so, it's really hard to have two separate messenger companies. So I wind up having it. It works in this one, do a lot of things.
I'm quite surprised actually, because, you know, it's a big corporation. They don't use
They're also
BBM.
an old company.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's stable.
Yeah. They named their portal site, you can do a social site after MySpace, it's called RSpace. And I'm like, dude, you don't realize MySpace sucks and it's basically dead. It's on banks.
That's it. This is doing the
Really? Chicken restaurant there?
hey, just turned out the.
bands.
You said the only thing on there is vape.
Ah, that's a lot less paper.
I don't know a good person for hearing checks, but I'll probably find one.
Okay.
I'll just leave them.
Usually I offer up, I know a good eye doctor, but I just don't know.
Well, usually you say about that. If you ask your
I
age,
know
well,
I know an eye doctor, but yeah, funny how you're
I'll tell you what, if you
I had an arrangement for a while. I didn't
well, there you go.
Service instead.
Well, that's just called bartering. I don't think bartering is the way to go.
Bartering can be tricky because in the end, I don't think we have this problem, but a lot of times what happens is somebody feels like they're getting ripped off. Big companies.
There's always that.
So you have to apply a value to what you're doing. Well, then you're not really bartering anymore. I mean, you're going to be exchanging money, but you're essentially keeping track of it. Like,
Listen, you need some reference, just like the U.S. currency abroad. A lot of companies don't use the currency, but they use it as a reference.
there was something like a barter network years ago I looked at, and they kind of crashed and failed, I think. Or at least they weren't doing well because a lot of companies
where if you pay in cash, they charge you this rate.
Yeah.
From the barter network, they went to their full listing value
See,
rate.
that-
And so basically everyone's like going, well, no one wants to barter with anybody because everybody's charging too much.
Yeah, see, that was a different, that was a process.
failed.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you have to charge what you normally charge.
Yeah.
And then,
That's what happens when greed becomes the predominant method. Fields.
I like that clock.
Yeah, me too. It's precedent.
You got it? You were talking about that. Or is there like a?
You know what? Still never watch. Because I grew up with it, right? UK.
If nothing else, go look at the new document. It was done by a Christian.
Really?
And apparently his intro was he wasn't doing it as the intro. Like he had done 2 or 3 pages of just.
Oh, so it's adopted, but
And BBC liked it so much, they said, I think they tweaked it a little bit, but it's basically still his.
did you pay him for it?
Maybe he got free TV for the next 10 years.
Maybe. BBC, yeah, well, that's the thing. I like BBC. I tell you, I like BBC News. It gives you a lot of worldwide experience.
I can tell you one thing. We were talking about the news, I think the first time we got here, and I don't like watching the news because it's crappier.
Oh, no, it's entertainment.
Yeah, I have seen BBC News occasionally, like when I was in Australia. And I can tell you, BBC News is news.
Listen, exactly. It gives you stuff to think about.
It's not just unbiased like it should be, because there actually is real newsworthy events. Not just this, let's go find the latest dead, something wherever bad news.
Sensationalism.
Sensationalism.
Yeah.
That's going on here.
Or who's wearing what dress and what Kardashian outfit.
You know, I still, every time I hear Kardashian, I still think of just another race.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I didn't know who Kim Kardashian was, because I kept saying Kardashian. I was like, when did she start Kardashian?
Well, not looking before, right? I just never, they were never around. I went to Europe for a few months, stayed a year or 2 there, and 3 years eventually. And I come back, and all of a sudden, I turned the news on. The first program on TV news was Kardashian. I went, what is this? I never heard of it before. And it took me about 6 months to figure out what Kardashian was. And what a bunch of crap.
That's the other thing. You stay out of the news loop like I have.
Yeah.
You never do know what these keywords are when people talk about it, because no one explains it. It's self-explanatory by the time people talk about it.
Common currency.
When I finally Googled,
Yeah.
you know how she got her start?
You know what?
Like, really? We are glorifying somebody who got on
This is the thing. We are.
and she's not even that good looking.
She isn't. And this is the reference point for the youth.
I mean, at least like Pamela Anderson, when she did hers with Tony,
Yeah.
or Tony was with Tony.
Yeah.
Lee, the
At least she
main
was doing
guy.
something.
At least she was good looking. She was on Baywatch.
Yeah.
I never watched that.
Or it's called Baywatch.
I know that.
Baywatch. And my roommate now, a long time ago now, we didn't watch Baywatch. We turned off the sound.
That's right. Yeah.
And it was background entertainment to our talking. Like, oh, well, hang on. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now what are we talking about?
Just keep your brain activated.
I could probably say a lot of scenes look familiar, but then how many times do you running uniquely?
Yeah. The bunch is always good. Slow motion.
They didn't need flotation devices to save anybody. They had them.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, this is the thing. We're holding on to these people who are renowned for nothing as a reference for society, right? And somebody told me this about 2 weeks ago. The reason why the media is going this way in the news is because now they have to be commercially viable, so they attract eyeballs for advertising.
Well, there's another thing too. They changed the laws where they have to be unbiased.
That doesn't mean jack shit. It's like,
What's now? They have to have a unbiased news.
oh, really?
Yes.
When you get ready, let me know.
Federal laws about how you should be reporting, you have to be unbiased, you have to report on one side, you have to report on the other side. And they changed this law. This is how you get news.
Yes.
Fox News, they can do this now because they don't have to be unbiased.
Oh, I see. This, So all you're getting is a pre-programmed culture, subculture, because everybody just reads one news now and say that must be the facts. As opposed to yeah.
As your show starts going to the left and going more nutty or crazy, right? It's a matter of
Whatever, either one is crazy.
up or down or whatever. Yeah. Your fans are going to follow you or read you. The nuttier you almost have to go nuttier to make them hang up. So then it gets this love-hate relationship. The group that follows you, of course, loves you, and the group who can't stand you hates you.
Yeah.
But to keep your audience, you have to keep doing what you're doing.
It's destructive behavior to society. You know, I heard a good phrase the other day. It says, we all benefit when society is more educated.
Yes. Yeah.
And unfortunately, we're going the opposite way right now.
Yeah. It's a mix. We got one group trying to be less educated.
Yeah.
The ultra-conservative Christian right. Yeah, it is.
Okay, whatever.
You believe what you want, and they are rewriting textbooks, trying to rewrite history.
And trying to make sure that the textbooks are pretty well down.
Anyway, they're rewriting history, and they're trying to do it. We've got the older school who like to think
Scientific method to me.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's ultimately, if you allow politics and religion to get involved in science, it's really going
one of the things that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Everything's a couple keystrokes away from information.
That's right.
And yet my own kids don't appreciate it. So like, I wish you asked me for something. I'm like, oh, I don't know, or I know a little bit about it. Why don't you Google the rest?
Yeah.
They'll explain it better. Like, oh, I just want you to explain it.
What I was seeing is like.
You know, when I was your age, I would kill to have Google on my fingertips.
Yeah, but
I wanted to know it all, learn it all, and I had the time. Now I don't have the time. I could still find it faster.
But the thing is, what you're listening there is, they just want to hear you talk. Because you can explain it in a much more succinct way. You have to read a whole paragraph and analyze the whole stuff.
Yeah, the questions start getting deeper and something.
I
have something about it. That's the, because the best way to learn
Stealth solutions.
first you get taught to
You got a web page?
and ultimately you teach it.
That's
And
it.
so,
That's what you know.
I've got an interview Monday.
I don't know how to do it, trying to teach material.
I know. You're in a dilemma.
Floor really slopes off here.
When I taught stuff,
Yeah.
I've actually learned it better because
That's what I learned as well.
it's one thing to be able to do it. But when I have to actually teach it to you, because I have to actually know it well enough, not just
So I haven't
wait
spent a
with
whole
it.
lot of time on here yet.
That is
What is
exactly
brand
how
new
I
like?
think.
Okay.
Because when somebody's
Just cookie cutter stuff that people have thrown together.
reading a book, you know they're with the answers.
Stealth solutions, where are they located?
I agree.
You got an
I learned that
address?
myself as well. Whenever you can teach someone, you know the topic.
That's the Galleria Tower.
You know what?
Yeah, that's what the interview said is
That's-
looking
that's-
Galleria.
I've always learned.
Well, they're making money if they're paying rent.
Assuming they're downtown.
No, it's Galleria Tower on the tollway at 3635.
Oh,
I had an office there.
That's
I don't think most people learn it either.
Is that absent?
What's that?
Isn't
I
that
was doing
absent?
that.
No, it's down.
CCT specs. You know, they are.
Yeah, it's gonna be,
I was reading the old ones before I could read the new ones, right? I kept the numbers.
Yeah, it's right there,
Oh, this
Galleria
is
Tower.
easy, but they could never explain it to me. So after a month of me reading these specs,
That's
back
nice
and
dig.
forth, 15 fingers, you know, every page.
But that could be just a mailbox
You know, they
Start figuring out why they did
in
it.
an office suite.
yeah, it's just like some sort.
Shit, that's like
law.
half a mile from my work.
It's what?
It's like a mile from my work. Shit.
Then you know.
So I might as well take her to work with me Monday.
I didn't know what was happening.
And
I was thinking
have her,
but everybody else could come to me. Yeah, on laptop. They knew more than me.
because she
Now,
said that
is Dad still
You
around?
didn't read the books, the specs.
father is in Germany.
Your father?
Yeah. And stepdad is
That's right.
at Fort Galleria Tower 3.
Suite 900?
Yeah.
I forgot what suite I was in. That sounds familiar, my old office space.
And my stepdad is in back in Oklahoma. So yeah, there's no man in the picture. She doesn't need a man right now.
how the whole system runs.
This is what
Why
She's
it's
still
done that
married?
way or why
No.
it's wrong.
That's why she's a configuration.
They've
Some
not
of
been
these
married
companies,
since
you know,
'96.
some people, I know, I remember.
Hey, I went,
People keep telling them, people that write scripts.
I think I went almost 20 years.
You don't go back to the year or two.
In between?
Yeah, 19 years.
I've even like some of my old scripts. Later, that's why.
So, yeah, I mean-
What, 85?
That's what happens. That's it.
No,
Right, because there's a case.
86 to,
Old.
08, 22 years?
This is the programmer developer.
Yeah, I'm
right?
like,
Manage old stuff, really. Create new stuff.
My office is right in here.
Develop, maybe make old mistakes. I agree.
You said you're north of the airport.
and I am, this is Trinity Mills, right there.
Gotcha.
Right in there. So, as I said, about 4 or 5 blocks north.
But on the other hand, I
Let
also
me get my
thought,
glasses.
you know, people to watch video of the film too, so most don't have to get active and discuss it.
Oh, we were just talking with this, where's something else?
Where's Brenton Bay? Yeah,
Right there, right there.
I am, this is, okay,
There's Brent Bay.
scroll big on that one right there. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. That is my house.
Cool.
Setting the ICBM now.
What's that? What is that? Those lawn chairs?
Yeah, those lawn chairs on the patio by the pool.
Gotcha.
I said sending the ICBM now.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. We need a time delay. Are you going to be home?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
No, hey, sure, I'd rather not be there.
Yeah, how does that work when it's an ICBM?
Well, I guess it's,
It doesn't circle. It's not technically an act of God.
accidental discharge.
Corey?
Is the house going to get pregnant?
Used to. I haven't in a long time.
He's a dad's man, so I'm going to be able to tell him.
That's a good question.
That's what.
If you use Snort.
I used to, yes.
And why did you stop?
Because my role in the company and the job and
Oh, it's
stuff
not that
changed.
you didn't become dissatisfied with the product.
No, not at all. It's
I
just,
still thought it worked well.
I am a jack of all trades, so I focus on whatever the thing is that my needs are at the moment. So like my latest needs are virtualization, cloud stack, stuff like that. So that's what I'm trying to focus on. So yeah, I actually did snort or snort. You said snort, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you use horse, right?
No, I don't do that.
By the way, I think I need to tell you this. Something's wrong with Ralph's hearing lately.
What?
So, not that far from your office.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can stop by. I can stop by some evening and take a look a little bit if you want.
Make sure I'm not broadcasting it to the world.
So yeah, I don't know. She got this interview Monday at I think 11:45. 10:45.
I'm trying to think what floor I was on there.
I'm all trying to find a job and got an interview with them on Monday.
So the trick is finding out about the company to get the job.
I'm like,
I mean, they've got expensive digs.
The same URL doesn't work twice.
what scares me is they're all
Floating URL. Well, no, you have to pay for those like 5 years at a time, so it should work for a while.
Oh no, you can get a domain for a year.
He's talking about the physical location.
Oh no, that's on a 6-month lease.
Oh.
And if they're renting just an office, if it's an office like office suites or shared office space, then you can go like 30 days. Go on.
Yeah, you see like all those HR blocks offices that pop up for tax season?
Yeah.
A lot of those are on temporary assignments.
Anyway, so yeah, that's what.
Yeah, that'd be a good retirement job. Those guys only have like one time a year that they're swamped, and the rest they only work maybe a couple days a week for half a day. I had to go see the account review because the IRS.
You don't drink coffee, but you slug Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, tasty coffee. No, I'll be the first to admit that I have to have caffeine.
I got a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper at the house.
It's actually soda's one of the reasons coffee almost died in America.
Really?
there was a whole generation my age, they grew up on sodas. They were like, why the hell do you want to drink something bitter like coffee for caffeine when you can drink something sweet? But it was actually because of Starbucks that coffee got saved. Because Folgers and Maxwell House had craft coffee, still have craft coffee.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's industrial.
Well, it's thanks to the bean counters of corporate America. They kept blending it,
To make it cheaper, and that sucks. And, you know, Maxwell House and Folgers trying to brew the, you know, 50-cent cup of coffee, where Starbucks, perfect model, they're getting $6 a glass.
We just make good coffee and charge you whatever we want.
Whatever the market will bear.
Pretty much.
I would choose one.
We were solving this matrix problem.
That's too bad. Left it up on the board too long according to the rules.
What's too long?
After you leave the room. More than overnight. You're not, more than overnight, you have no expectations it's going to stay.
So you're just okay. So we're going to use that board?
Yes. Okay. One of the two competitors, one of the two solutions to the raffle problem is going to use the board. So I'm clearing it off for you.
Okay, so my trying to remember what
CRS again?
Well, it's been a long time. I can probably forget about it anyway. No, sometimes I can't remember some of the shit some of the time. It wasn't Pascal.
I used up Pascal. That's my first language I learned it.
Maybe it is Pascal. I had a class in Pascal back in '76 or '7. That's the only programming I've done.
I actually learned basic first. And then so much hacking on it before I even went to a class.
Thanks, Doctor.
By the time I got to the class, I was learning stuff I learned that myself. But Pascal, it was this second language, which actually was harder at first until I got used to the concept of typing. No, it wasn't typing. It was just okay.
You have the board set up.
Okay, turn it to the board.
You need to explain it to everyone.
Just get it off me. So facial recognition is gone.
A lot of Pascal was basically
Nobody watching anyways.
concepts. Basically, it's very straightforward, chunk of things, and no subs. Pascal was all functions. After Pascal, it's like they were getting past the first actually the second language. I guess that might be true in like other languages, like extra learn.
You can use this board, not erase the
Yeah, it's people learn like a dozen languages.
but you can write anything on the bottom of that.
What's this here?
It's a camera.
Oh, I don't go to camera. Put you in the camera.
You've been on camera all day.
Yeah, I know, but I'm doing like a fill on the board here.
Just right on the board. We'll be good.
Well, we'll leave your head off and just leave it on the board then.
Right. That's the first rule. Draw a lane. Okay, who's listening to you guys? Okay, that's fine. I'll talk to you guys.
Yeah, first, you need to write something first, or are you going to start off with it for you write as you explain?
I'm going to do both.
So I need to get everybody's attention before you start.
Only people that are interested.
I didn't know if you wanted to be prepared for it or not. Only people who are going to vote. So. If I can get your attention for a minute, we're gonna start. So we've got two proposed solutions to how we can conduct the raffle. Like I said, the winner is going to get. We have two solutions, and the winner is going to get a free coupon for an O'Reilly ebook.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
How do you, I'm not going to have any idea of what he's going to put up there, but how do you decide the winner? Shortest amount of
It's going to be a vote. No, it's going to be a vote. Whichever solution most people vote for here is the one we're going to use. And we're actually going to use that solution to conduct a raffle for 4 items. Maybe it's 5 items. The Corey's donated that. I thought there was 1 book, but it looks like there's 2 books.
Yeah, we'll do the 2 snore books together.
Okay. So it's 4. So there'll be 4 prizes. We're actually going to use whichever raffle solution people vote for.
Okay. Should we go?
Go ahead. Go ahead and go. They're still working on theirs.
So I'll talk to you guys. Right? The question posed by Ralph here was to how could we get a random number generator. Now, he didn't specify it by computer or anything like that, so I just thought up this algorithm myself in my head as he was thinking about it and developed it. So it mightn't be tell you what prime time, but at least it works. So the key is this, the concept is this: when you're dealing with a group of people, have each person think of two numbers, a public number and a private number. So we'll write down the public numbers here right first. So let's just go through it.
Between what and what?
Okay, depending on the big the crowd you want. Let's say 1 in 20 and 1 in, just say 1 in 20. How's that sound? Okay. You can expand the number. If there's a crowd of 1,000 people, you can make 1 in 1,000, right? So, but just to make it simple. Okay, so 1 in 20, pick a number, right?
16.
16.
About halfway.
What do you say?
You see it halfway.
10. Now, who's got a calculator?
1.
1, right?
13.
13. Oh, somebody's picked it.
11.
11. 9. 21. 21.
Oh, that's outside the range.
Why did you say 1 and 1?
Definitely 1 in 20.
20. Okay. So now, somebody better with numbers than me can count all these numbers up.
You have people behind you too.
Oh, really? Okay.
They're with us.
So, keep
Oh,
running.
I'm sorry, there's a line there you can't.
Viewers got a calculator.
Working on it.
So far on that. So, 2, 0, 2, 3, 0, 3, 7, 12. Great. What's the total number of that?
So working
They
on
all
it.
need to be unique.
No, it doesn't matter.
According to your rules, I just didn't know.
So, who's the smart? All right, okay.
No, I'm not. I'm
Oh,
working on
brilliant.
it. Show 104.
Okay. 104, right? So now we're going to the private numbers.
Yep.
Oh, that's not what it is. That's all right.
So if we say it, then it's no longer private.
No, I'm not going to tell
This is an example.
This is the theory.
We need a dry.
Make sure it's a dry erase.
Whiteboard marker. That'll be right, okay?
Yeah.
You might want to dry the actual whiteboard first.
Permanent markers.
Yeah.
Clean it up there.
With this, please just do that because I'm going to be the one that cleans it up.
Okay, so now let's see if this works.
I think we
Right.
found a cleaning solution that probably will do it. I think 9 or something.
Now, so,
Toss it off, but it permanently-
all of you here, right, pick a number between 1 and 20, right? Or
For a public or a
a
private?
private number. Okay, so the number that the one or the person nearest will be the last digit, 04. Who's nearest to 04?
For a private number?
Probably do like mod 20 because otherwise you're going to have,
Multiple ones here, right? But
well, only the people that were between 0 and 10 would actually have a chance of winning. Because the last digit is not going to be 12.
okay, here's what we can do. We can add 1 and 04 to make it 05. How's that one? So
So
we
it's
got
still only going to give you a number between 0 and 10. 0 and 9.
99. 2 digits, 04.
I think I see where you're going with it, but he's right. You need to do the mod.
Okay,
You probably should do like mod 20. The answer is take 4. It could potentially be up to 20.
right, okay.
You win.
Did you won?
My head hurts.
Is it too hard?
No, he's suggesting we use the raffle
I'm like,
and I say he wins.
I'll take that.
Oh, let's keep with
I'm being a smart ass. I'm the
Yeah.
smart ass of the group if you haven't figured that out.
You're swallow this.
Swallow.
Anyway, that is the thought behind it, right? And it just come up.
If you want to include that, we'll include that.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
So I would say 99. It could be 99, right? Oh, you're right. Depending on the number you want to range at. I'll go here, but this is the technique I was thinking about.
Okay.
Whoever thought about the nearest number to 4 would be the winner in this case. And because everybody has a random chance of putting in a public number, and they have their own private number.
Okay.
But how do they
so
verify
let me
that?
ask you a
How do
question.
we just know that I
Well,
didn't
Well,
just
you're
say?
basically saying the public data is seeding the private, what the private number is going to be. But as soon as we add it up, we all know what the private number is going to be.
Yeah, but I wouldn't tell. You're right, but the thing is, you need to do it public.
Numbers at the beginning.
You don't
each
need.
person is supposed to pick both those. In his scheme, they're supposed to pick both
Well,
numbers.
yeah, at the same time, but you want to keep the number because if you know the technique, the algorithm, you can what do you call it? I guess game it a bit.
Count it.
Yeah.
Not too much. I mean, with 20 other people.
Well, the strategy would be if you can count numbers, be the last person. Then you could.
Well, then you might be able to make something.
Or you know what? Here's what you could do, right? You could pick out say based on the last digits, pick the first 4 or the first 10, whatever it is, and that's the ones that you work with. So the key is to get a seed.
Okay, so would this work better if you went from 1 to 100?
It probably would. And this is a good thing about the group here. We all contribute to the end solution. But this is the basic technique I'm thinking about.
Okay, because anybody over, if you say the closest number to 05,
well,
go over under.
Well,
then you got to put another stipulation on that. I see where you got that.
Yeah, so I know that.
Yeah, the digits.
Yeah.
Okay, but then you go over under winner. Because if you have 5, the 4 or 6, we don't have a 4 or 6, so what would win?
2 people choose the same private number.
Well, no, that's the problem, isn't it? But you see, here's the situation. That's what you call a collision, isn't it? In your data, right? So that may require a runoff.
Gotcha.
So that's solution 1. Now we've got another. I want you to see. Now this one you'll need to look.
Well,
well, he's calling for help right now.
I just want to say, is that a question you want me to answer before I leave? And then I believe you understand what I'm talking about. I'll clear the board.
So I think I comprehend. Is we all give a public number, and we'll create a random pool from that.
Yeah.
Choose a number, and then whoever chose a private number closest to whatever the pool is.
You're so eloquent. You can do this better than I can.
But see, the thing is, you'd have to hold your.
You'd have to prove that you actually had that private number.
Well,
so you'd have to write it down or something.
We trust.
I was going on the principle of the Unix user group last time.
Back down to 2 things.
Ralph believes what you believe in your head.
That's right.
Now the question is, if you don't trust.
I picked the random number that time rather than using a pool of numbers to add up. I picked a number between 1 and 2 million, and I asked everybody to think of a number, write it down.
Between 1 and 2 million?
And then I announced my number, and then the person with the closest number to it.
And I said, what amazing coincidence. Mine
matched up.
It's kind of like my what do they call, password is hashtag.
And that'll work for a while.
But anyway, I think we got that. So let's see the second.
Right, this is RIFAS, RIFAS, and apparently this prints the batch of tickets. I've sent it for 19 tickets. And so you would print the tickets, and you put your name and phone number on it if you want, I guess. And it has a ticket number, the stub and the number, and basically that's it. You rip off the stub and you give it to the.
This is an open source program you got from
yeah, it's an open source program that I just downloaded from SourceForge. So apparently if I print this, I'll have a sheet of paper and you, I suppose, use a pair of scissors and cut them out.
Okay, and then SourceForge, you downloaded a whole bunch of other stuff with it?
Was it pretty clean install? I think that's what he's asking. How clean to install it?
SourceForge is usually fairly trustworthy.
Who's the one that adds a whole bunch of
CNET
stuff?
Soft Media.
CNET?
Yeah.
CNET, Soft Media, I think.
Yeah. So it's just, give me one file. So anyway, that's what it does, and there are different configurations to it, but basically it would be just to print them, you put your name, phone number, so forth and so on.
Because this is a general purpose raffle program, and they're thinking you might sell these tickets, and you need to be able to get in touch with them. But we could also use it just like this.
Yeah.
So we have a printer here, so we can print tickets. Now you have a question.
Why not use his idea of just everybody pick a number, agree on somebody's computer that has an open source program like LibreOffice, go into the spreadsheet and just use the random generator in the spreadsheet and just, okay, everybody agree, and then press the button, and whatever it comes up with, that's the winner.
Okay. Well, I'd say that's a third solution.
Yeah. Quick, easy, and just agree ahead of time that that's whatever the machine decides.
And that's essentially what I thought you did. You weren't there when it was in the beginning, but that's essentially.
He's got an ebook for something. I've got
Everybody started.
an ITX Atom motherboard, a wireless access point,
And that's fine.
2 snort books, and then it's VMware 4, so it's older version of VMware. But the foundation still lies there for virtualization and stuff if you want.
So,
like training manuals for
should we
VMware.
include the bought tickets as an option, even though Corey's going to have to spend money if we do that one?
I don't care.
He doesn't care.
I don't care.
How much for the tickets? $2.5?
$10.
Yeah. The real problem. We'll use them again. Not.
Yeah, we'll use them again.
The real
There's
problem.
no tickets there.
There's 2,000 tickets there.
The bottom one. Someone forgets. When only.
What's that?
Well, that's a good point. So
Paying a ticket. No,
he said the problem with the bought tickets, so I guess we're going to vote on one of four solutions.
Well,
But the problem with the bought tickets is that somebody does have to remember to bring them.
here's the fifth one if you want, is I actually saw this in the shower this morning, is use your phones. Use your phones. The person who's running it sits there and says, it's a mobile optimized website. You sit there, open up the browser on your phone. The person who's running it has one button and generates a generic hashtag or like 5-digit code or something. Anybody who wants to participate goes in on they visit the website, they enter in that 5-digit code, they're assigned a random number, and then whenever the drawing occurs, the person who's running it presses another button, and anyone who's participated in that, it pulls a pool from there.
I like the.
I'd say in principle, I'm not against that idea, but it's not ready, so we can't.
Yeah, no, not today.
We've got 4 items we need to use.
No, I'm not meaning for today.
The raffle tickets, because you say the problem is you have to remember to bring the raffle tickets.
Yeah.
They're here.
Well, they're here today, but they
But
might
we're
not
only
be.
giving away stuff today.
No, we're gonna use whatever method we come up with on future days as well. We won't have the competition.
We still have a box of stuff at the PC users group.
Yeah.
When we bring that here, is there a place to store it here?
We're gonna have to talk to Ops about that. Right now, I can't tell you that there is a
If we
place
can
to
store
store
a
it.
box here, those tickets can easily fit in that box. If not, I can throw some of the crap in there out that we don't want to use anymore.
And if need be, we can split up the tickets. Among the 4 of us, I don't think we missed a meeting yet.
I'm not gonna say we can't do it because of that. I just want to make sure people know that that is a disadvantage. And then you can vote for whichever method you want.
Yeah.
The only one I'd say we can't really vote on to use is the method with the website because it's not ready.
Give me a couple months.
Yeah. So I guess we've got 4 things we want to vote on. So option 1, I'm bad on names, so I'm going to have to ask you. John. So is the method John showed us with everybody generating a public-private key pair. The second method is the RIFAS program, which comes off of SourceForge. The third method was what was the third? Third method was the one basically the same thing I did at the beginning. Generate a random number from the bash command script or with an open office account, and if everybody generates their number, we get those, and then we generate a random number.
Everybody picks a number and just generate one winning number.
And then the fourth method is to use the bought ticket. So those are the 4 solutions, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll go around and vote which one people want to use. So John's manual method is option 1. How many votes for that?
Do I vote for that?
Sure, you can vote.
Okay. I got vote, Will. Of course.
And Corey's going to record it, so that's good. So,
Just once.
what's that? You can only vote once.
Okay. You still want to.
Yeah, still wants to vote for his own.
This is Chicago. Vote is
So vote option 2.
early. Vote
the
off.
RIFAS program. The RIFAS program, which will generate tickets and print. So who wants to use that method? 1 vote? Okay, 1. Method 3, which was the generation of a random number, and everybody thinks of a number, and we'll see who's closest to it. And
I'm Mark.
Mark, okay. I'm a Mark. That's his suggestion.
I'm just a visitor.
So we got
Oh, okay. You can still win though. So who's for option 3? 1. You're not going to vote for it though?
I'm a visitor, so I don't really.
You can vote on this.
We don't have any.
We'll count you
formal
anyways.
members.
I'll count it.
That's
So
2?
2 on that one, and then option 3, use the store-bought ticket. That clearly is.
It's easy.
That's option 4. I'm sorry, option 4. Use the store-bought ticket.
We're too
Wait a minute.
technical.
Only 2 votes so far. 3, 4, 5. So then we're going to use the store-bought ticket. Okay.
We deal with too many technical
So the
solutions.
exercise wasn't quite as useful as I hoped.
But it was interesting.
We just deal with too many technical solutions all day long. Sometimes we just want something easy.
Take the brown bag, take the brown bag, everybody throw your car keys in, somebody pulls out a set of keys, that's the winner.
There you go.
And just don't drive home with those settings.
Depends on the type of key party.
Yeah.
Oh, no. So go ahead and open up the tickets.
I promise, it's just for a book.
No, it's not just for a book. There's some nice stuff.
Okay, it was a joke.
So the first, so we're going to have four things, and I'd say we'll probably do it like they do at the unit shooting group. We'll say the first person to win basically gets their choice of the 4 prizes until each one's gone. So one prize is 2 books on snort. One is Snort for Dummies. So nobody here needs that. And the second one is Snort.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Okay, he wants the dummy book.
I don't use snort. I don't. What's
The second prize is a set of 3 VMware books.
That's a VMware training manual from when I took the class. They're older because they're on like VMware 5.5.
Yes.
But
this is version 4.1.
The foundation is still the same. Technology, the concept behind it.
Yes.
The third one is for an access point. This is a Netgear, I think, DAP 2552. D-Link, I'm sorry, D-Link. It's a D-Link with 3 antennas, so it must be wireless in or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what, that's not gigabyte.
I don't think so.
300, I think.
300?
That's cool.
Oh, and it looks like it's power megabit.
It's power
You can use it as PoE, but it also includes the power supply. You don't have to.
It's a commercial grade access point.
Oh. And the last one is a
PoE?
Yes.
Yeah.
The last
How many
is
drops?
Atom motherboard.
Just one.
What?
Just one. It's an access point, not a switch. It's not a. It doesn't provide PoE. It can be powered by PoE.
The last one is a Intel Atom motherboard with a D5 processor. So this is actually one of the better Intel processors.
And it's got 2 gigs of RAM on it.
Okay. So to go into a mini ITX case or anything, basically any of the cases larger.
And it's been sitting on my shelf for 6 months, but the last time I messed with it, it posted. So if it doesn't post, you're out your money.
You're out your money. You're out taking
So somebody passing out the ticket?
Yeah, they're over there.
You can get a full refund.
Yeah, you take it back.
When it runs,
But you have to have your
I've
ticket
got that
stub.
same motherboard at home in the system. It runs Linux very well. There's some of the Intel Atom boards that don't.
So that was
because
my
of the video that's on them. But that one runs well.
that was my first home server before I went to Supermicro. Before I went to Synology.
Will that run PFS cents?
You would have to add a NIC because it's only got 1 NIC.
Okay, there's not a NIC card.
There's a I think it's got
There's a slot.
I think it's a PCI slot. Yeah, there's a PCI slot.
Got a mini PCI slot or?
No, it's a regular one.
Right.
Okay. 4 USB, 1 on board. Network.
Thank you, sir. This is a willing ticket, right?
Tell yourself that.
Is it blue?
It will be one of the top 25 tickets.
You know what, that's all I want. We'll top 25.
Okay, just make sure the tickets don't slide underneath the seams of the box.
You gonna win one of your
No, I don't need it back. My wife's telling me to get rid of this stuff. That's why it's here.
So does everybody have a ticket that wants one?
That's your.
Does everybody have a ticket who doesn't want one?
No.
You must take one.
You will take one.
You will take a bite.
Okay, now wait. You got tickets sliding underneath the flaps there.
I don't know. That's what I was checking for, actually.
You want to put them in a Girl Scout
do it
cookie
now.
book?
Put it in the Girl Scout cookie box.
You want to put them in the Girl Scout box?
Get your hand down there.
You just-
That is so wrong.
That was a good one.
I didn't hear it.
No, that would be too, you know.
Yeah, that's
That should be up.
That's so wrong.
There's a certain thing I think I will do.
Yeah.
So, the first prize is
You want to win this for sure.
the one that came in my hand, and that's ticket 4007.
Just read the last 3 digits.
Oh no, I skipped 2 of the
Okay,
digits.
you
Isn't
one
that
goes
enough?
fill out. The second prize is that one.
Okay, the second one is, you got 407? Then take your pick of those 4 prizes. The next one is 4004.
That was no problem picking the board.
I got 404.
404, the man in the yellow shirt, come on over, and take one of the 4 prizes.
3 prizes.
2 prizes. 3 prizes.
We could actually win a Girl Scout cookie over there too.
Yeah, actually, that's true. We can always add that one in for another one. So the next one is penultimate one is 4002. It's got 02.
One of you two.
One of y'all 4002?
Must be present to win.
Well, take your pick of one of the 2 remaining prizes.
Hurry up.
Or if you hurry, there'll still be 3 there. Oh, okay.
As a visitor, seriously, if it's.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Take it. I wouldn't have told you could take a ticket if you couldn't win.
Thank you.
You almost participated in taking the run.
And the last prize is 4005.
That's the wrong number.
What's the one that's left?
VMware books.
The VMware books. Is that your?
Pick another one. I'm not.
Oops, I think I dropped 4005.
Does anybody want the VMware books? Instead of you sitting there just.
I'll pull our ticket through. It's part of the game.
Okay.
Well, the next one's actually mine. I don't want the VMware book. 4010.
Hello?
Hello?
10?
it.
Okay, well, just
4008.
You're waiting.
You can have my books.
Pull up my ticket, then I'll take it.
He wants to make it legal.
4005. I think that's the one I already did, but I told you I
Yeah,
dropped it back in the box. So.
What is it?
I want the game to play.
What's your name?
8. I think he's 8.
Wow, look, 8.
6.
No.
Ralph.
Call 8.
1.
No.
Ralph, call 8.
8.
There you go. You're winning.
I had already called 8 though.
No, it's not 8.
Oh. Well, what number were you?
I was 8. I gave it to you.
9.
There you go.
There you go.
I knew it would come through eventually.
It's the next to last ticket.
I love this guy. He's hilarious.
You have to play the game, buddy, you know.
Okay, are we recycling our tickets?
So I'll take these shell, yeah?
No, we're throwing away our ticket.
Yeah. What these
Can we put them tape back together and duct tape them back together?
We could. I'll put you in charge of that committee. So.
No, this I actually am legitimately considering doing something like that. The phone base.
What's his password for?
It's always good.
What password?
The password is that right?
Admin.
I'm just kidding you.
Because if I remember right, they had a sheet they handed out that had all the passwords. But that was for the lab it was in.
I see you look in your face.
Well, I was trying to think, okay, what job did I have when I did that?
Does anybody have anything that they wanted to show? I mean, I see you brought a Raspberry Pi. Did you want to show something about that?
No, not at this time. But we were talking about maybe building a cluster. We get everyone bringing Raspberry Pis.
I've got one in the car I can bring in.
Well, not right now. We have to download some software and stuff like that, and that'll take a
That could
second.
be a fun project.
We've got a fast connection here. So
I know.
Okay, why don't we figure out what we need